And we're back here once again with another episode of the MSK show. And this is going to be episode 161. So I hope you guys had a great day. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week ahead of you. And in this episode of the MSK show, we're going to be talking about Sonic the Hedgehog 4, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, which hit Paramount Plus earlier today or yesterday. And then we're going to talk about one of the weirdest castings of all time, which is Hollywood casting a black, lesbian, non-binary woman as the Christian figure that they all worship and praise, Jesus. Not kidding. It was an actual thing that happened. But before we get into any of that, we're going to, talk, have some fun with the guys, do some bro talk, basically like if we were in a bar just chilling and I basically was, macking on some girls, rizzing them up, Gray would be there on the side being like, no, man, you should say this, dude. You're doing really good, man. You'll be able to get her number later on. You'll be able to hook up with her tonight. And I'll be like, yeah, bro, I got this one on lockdown. See, there you go. That's how it happens. Cyfax told me he would do that. But like, man, if we were in a bar together, I would get you laid, dude. And I'd be like, hell yeah, man. That's how you do it for the black guys. That's my reparations for Cyfax. He gets me laid. That's how it works.
Yeah, so I had some behind the scenes footage of her being Jesus. I put it in the private chat, but if you want to play the video, go for it. But
yeah,
I mean it's pretty spot on. Exactly what she's gonna do as she feeds the people. It's gonna be great. I know it's based off a play, but I don't know that play. I've just heard it's actually not very Christian.
See, he needs to rebrand to this name right there. There you go. That's what would be like ultimate Exodia. Is that
I was going to start doing a stream called Cyfax You Up,
Not gonna lie, that could work. That could be a legit podcast name. Not gonna lie, that's pretty.
I can already hear the intro theme, man. Oh, it's gonna be great.
Oh God,
it's the goal. I just need to figure out how to make an intro, like instead of just mishmashing a bunch of clips together and get a proper song, Because I'm like, yeah, I can do the AI song stuff, and I've made some of those for like metal band stuff.
Pay someone on Fiverr to do it. Literally,
I've been thinking about that. Just go to Fiverr,
that's where I got my intros from. Go on Fiverr. You can select any price range you want. I used to select like $10 to $20. I had some guys do it for like $5. Honestly, some guys from India, guys I've used forever. They'll hook you up with an intro in like less than a day. That's the ones I used. I've used my Fiverr intros forever. Honestly, at this point, I might get a few new ones coming up because my intro and outro are a little bit old. Not the intro. One of my close friends that I've known since like grade school made that one. But the outro I might swap out.
It's like the one that I used at the beginning of my videos. It's like a little 10-second clip. I just literally took 2 AI images I made, and I found another AI place that I could like turn them into moving pictures. And then you can combine them with where you want it to end, and it just flows. And so then I have the little my avatar do that little like burst of fire, and it makes my logo. And I was like, it worked. I did it in one try, and I was like, wow, that worked out really well. And I just clipped out a 10-second song that my friend made, and I was like, oh, that worked. But I was like, I don't know if I can do that for 5 minutes. like make a 4 to 5 minute intro.
Emily,
because if I'm doing a stream, I want to intro like that. Like I want a longer intro.
Master Hobo, what's up, man? You haven't been here in like 1,000 years. I thought you were dead, but hopefully you're doing good, man. Oh, as you guys know, Warren is usually our panelist for Wednesday. He was going to be here. He got called into work, so he'll be here next Wednesday. Actually, that's what. So is that the excuse now to not be here? He's going to just get called into work. Tiny's is going to the dentist. Warren's is I had to go back to work.
I mean, if she's going to the dentist and she's like on California time, she's going to the dentist at 8:30 at night, then yeah, she's absolutely lying to your ass.
No, it's just preferable to be in here. I get it.
If people don't know, I met Tiny before. I've literally interacted with her. I physically
do
not take this out of context. Do not take this out of context. I physically touched her. Obviously, I felt her body. It's pretty good, honestly. Really great, honestly. But
it's weird when you meet people, you might give them a hug or a high five. I get it. Yeah,
she's very soft.
That's how interactions work between humans.
I don't know why she was so soft. Her physical chest was very, very good to be touched by.
Well, probably because you're both so skinny. You were like, wow, why is my actual rib cage touching hers? Like,
I don't
you
think I
guys
don't
I'm
think
need
it
to
glad.
gain
happened.
some weight.
Yeah, that never
I'm
happened.
glad the first time you touched a woman was a positive experience for you, sir.
Oh God. But no, Tiny, hopefully she's doing okay. She had a really rough few past couple of days. So hopefully she's still alive. Hi Chloe,
Yeah,
how you doing?
she has a bunch of different like medical things going on, doesn't she? Like,
Oh,
I don't know the extent of it.
Well,
So
I
I'm not
mean,
gonna talk.
since MSK touched her, yeah.
Yeah.
wow.
So what?
Wow.
Just type 7 chlamydia or something. Jesus.
Okay, well that went to the far left. Thank you, Joe Biden. No, so basically, long story short, her condition started when she was like in her 20s. Essentially, something happened with her brain to her body where there was a neural link that got like severed or something. So her body essentially does not produce energy like ours does. You know, like your body produces consistent energy. Hers is like a link that snapped. That's why she's always like in pain, because without your body producing energy, you're going to be in pain because there's nothing there to, you know, cover up for that. That's essentially what her condition is. Her body doesn't really produce enough energy. So she can't like go to the gym. She can't lift, I think, anything past like 10 pounds. You know, she can't even work out at home. Like if she want to do a push-up, she can't even do that. You know, she has to eat certain types of food.
I
It's like,
mean-
oh my God, man, what a horrible condition she has. He was just literally cursed. People say God exists. All right, if God exists, how about he just
she
takes that away from her then?
It sounds like she at least has an excuse to not do push-ups. What the fuck is yours?
Yeah. What's yours? You can't do one either.
All right, okay. It's all good, guys. It's okay. It's okay. Just you take. Oh, good lord! You white people are just insane. Why do I worship your race? Is beyond me. Even though you guys
It's a
will
good
never accept
question.
me.
Mm.
Not gonna lie, some AI songs actually go surprisingly hard. I've not ever heard a good AI song though.
I've
never
made
heard
some
one.
good ones, and I accidentally made one that sounds exactly like my metal band, like my death metal band. And we have a lead singer who's a girl singer, and like I sent it to her. I was like, and it's some of our old lyrics, but you don't program it to sound like your band or whatever. And I sent it to her, and I was like, "Holy shit!" She responded like, "This sounds exactly like me." It was kind of crazy because I made 3 different songs with 3 different sets of old lyrics, and each lyricist on each one or whatever the AI was, it was like 2 of them. I mean, it still sound good for metal songs, and one of them were just like dead on. And I was like, how did that happen? It was crazy. So AI is wild sometimes, and the songs are actually pretty good. I was really surprised.
Gray has a few appointments coming up. Lies. You touched no, not in that way. It was literally just we hugged each other. Her body was really soft. I was looking for James for some reason. I couldn't find him because I was so busy with everything. I thought I just lost James for some reason. And then she was like, "Who are you looking for?" And I was like, "I'm looking for James." And she just held my hand like we were like going out or something. And she just dragged me to him. I'm like, "Huh, hands feel soft too. Crazy, huh?" Yeah, women are surprisingly soft and very smooth. Interesting. Last minute midnight shift. Yeah, he said he just got called into work. He's free Tuesday through Friday. If I'm
It's
not
like, sorry guys, I got to go to my my job selling doors door to door late at
selling
night.
doors.
Like, oh, great excuse, man. Jesus.
Oh God, man. Good Lord, dude. But yeah, I know Words of Paradise is gonna be at the meetup. I know Cyfax will be there. I'm gonna be there. Iron Selena will obviously be there. They actually live in Vegas, so it's not really
Sounds
traveling
like
anywhere.
the crew from Hold My Shock. If anybody here is fans of them,
I know
I know
them.
some
Yeah,
of the people
they're going.
chat.
Hell yeah.
Like, they're going.
They're going.
They're
Yeah,
good people.
DAT, they're gonna be there.
DA and T they're kind of up in the air. It depends on when it actually is. So we'll see with that.
What
And
is
then,
DA doing better, man? That man is what he doing better.
well,
Go out there and have some
it's his
fun.
job. It's his job stuff. It all depends on
Yeah.
timing and stuff. It's like I don't know exactly what his job is. My guess is it's something to do with taxes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my taxes got all screwed up. So essentially, fucking hell.
I'm
they
waiting
put
to
the
see what they
wrong-
do with the IRS stuff, because if they start
That's
dropping
pretty
some, I'm not
interesting.
like,
Yeah.
I'm waiting on that because I always kind of wait last minute anyways. I don't really ever get anything back.
Well, dude, it's literally
usually
due at the It's due at the end of April. It's like you still have
it's like
2 months to
mid-April.
get
It's like
done.
April
Yeah.
16th or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not too worried about that. And usually I either don't owe, or if I do owe, it's very light. And if I do get anything back, it's also very light. I don't know.
Yeah, I was literally doing mine last week, but they put the wrong social security number on my W-2, and I didn't want to risk it, her running it and it getting frozen, so I don't get any money. So I was like, I'll just
Sure, they put the wrong one on. Sure.
okay. I might have messed up on the application, and then they might have put it there, but the wrong number was on there, so I have to wait to get a reprint of my W-2 by March 12th. So I'm not going to be able to file until like late March. So it's okay. I'd rather have the money come later anyway, because
I remember
that'd be a better spot to be in.
I remember the first time that I finally made enough to where I technically would have owed them. Like maybe it was like only a couple $100, and I just
Don't you have to be in like
just
50K for that? And that happened?
Something like that. Like I finally made enough to where the point that they were like, "Oh, you actually owe us like $200 or $300." So I just went back and I just changed one number, and it was like, "Oh no, you're good." Like it evened it out. And
side facts,
like,
that's illegal. You can't really do that.
Dude, this is like 10 years ago.
It's a deduction.
So
it's a deduction on.
Hey man, if we're gonna be getting a $5,000 check from all the stuff that we're getting back, if you've heard about that yet, it's
dude,
if that passes, great.
Just keep in mind,
who cares?
Everyone should.
Why are you auditing me anyways? I've always lived very low middle class, so whatever. I don't go out of my way to work like 80, 90 hours.
Don't worry about it.
Oh,
I'm like, yeah, it's the craziest thing. I know people who actively commit freaking tax fraud. Like they'll straight up just tell you. There's like, yeah, dude, I get like $2,000, $3,000 back a year, while they're making.
You say they put like the wrong social
money.
security number on there or something?
No, like they put the wrong numbers on what they actually like. That's the craziest thing is like you go into these sites and you put in your employee ID number and everything, and it just fills out everything for you, and they just simply change the numbers on it. And I'm like,
you could literally just
they have your information.
Yeah, if you file, like you said, they have your information from like the previous year, so you could easily just be like, what do you make this year? This amount.
Yeah, well, the first year that I did Uber like years ago, and I did it for like 6 months, and I forgot all about it, kind of deal. And when taxes came around, I didn't put it into my taxes, and like 2 years later, they hit me for like $2,000, and I was like, dude, that's like what I made for the amount of time I ever did this shit. So fuck you, man. It was some bullshit, man. And I'm like, I've straight up had times my last name is so random or whatever that when I go to file for new stuff or whatever, people just think my last name's a made up last name. Like, even if you were to go to look it in Google, there's like 4 people with that last name, and I don't think I'm related to any of them. So it's really weird.
Oh,
I just get targeted for shit. It pisses me off, dude.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah, earlier today, because like literally, I went to work for like not that long, not a full shift at all. Went in there, came in, came out, went to the grocery store, came back. I had to get paid on Friday, so I had to pay the rest of my rent, and then I gotta pay my internet bill. So that's pretty much it. After that, I gotta buy my comic book pull list from last week, and I've been saying this for years. Literally, I'll say this to people right now. Once you get a job and you start working, your mindset on things changes. That's the reason why a lot of people think about money differently when they get a job versus when they don't have a job. Because when you don't have a job, you don't understand all of the.
It's not even when you have a job. It's when you not only have a job, but when you have to live on your own and pay for all your own shit, like your rent and your car note and all that stuff. Your
then you start thinking like, why do these things cost us much money? Like literally, if you aren't an actual fucking low IQ idiot, you would know these people have been misusing money. We'll just start from the absolute clear floor bottom basis of this. Like literally, when have you seen like new tile on the floor? Like it's all beautiful and shiny. Think about that. Think about an actual floor level. The fact that they have the nerve and balls to ask you, the paying taxpayer, for more money is ridiculous. The people already give them enough money. I've said this for years. You give them enough money. They don't need more money. And people like, well, they need more money because of all these different expenses that come up. That's bullshit, because the problems aren't getting fixed. So the extra money you're giving these people isn't fixing the problem. So I'll use
Yeah,
an example.
but what's the
Welfare, right?
biggest what are some of the bigger excuses though? Like the most common one, the roads, right? People are like, "Well, don't you like the roads you drive on?" I'm like, "No, actually I don't. They're all full of potholes, they all suck." And the only ones that I ever see get fixed is like, look, I worked for FedEx for 5 years and I had the same route, right? And I
Yeah.
would go to the same freaking area and the only ones that would get repaved were the same ones. And there was ones that are in way worse condition. And it would be like every 6 months, the same freaking street would get redone. And I'm like, I ended up finding out basically the people that live on streets like that are people that are in like the city council of that area. So they just redo their own shit. They don't do it for everybody else. It's so bullshit, man.
Or when they
And that's what
finally do
happens
like repair
all
the
over.
streets. Yeah, even when they finally do repair the streets, those roads are good for years on end. It's not even like they're actively working on the roads themselves. It's or another one, welfare. People say, well, you use welfare to give to all the people that are on the system because down on their luck and bullshit like that. First of all, that's also disingenuous too. Not everyone's down on their luck. They just don't want to fucking work. But it's also a thing of like giving more money to welfare hasn't fixed the problem. So you're just giving more. I don't get what this mindset is of people. They think just giving more money fixes the problem. It does not. It hasn't fixed the problem because we can see everything that Elon is reporting. None of the more money we've given has fixed the problem. Actually, they owe us money. How about that? How about them give you
you're
not
out here.
$5,000? They owe you $10,000.
You're
That's what
out
they owe
here in
you.
California. You see it happen all the time. I know
Yeah.
I see it happen all the time. Certain freeways will get shut down, not for a week, not for 2 weeks, for
Oh,
years.
2 days.
Like,
Yeah.
no, it'll be like 2 lanes
Yeah.
will just be closed, and they're like, "Yeah, we're repairing it for 2 years," and it'll be like a quarter mile of a road, or like on the freeway, and I'm like, why do you see videos of China just straight up just like crane lifting something in, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, this took us 2 days." Like, what
Dude, it just happened
the fuck
in
is
this
going
town.
on?
There was a bridge that's been around my entire life. This one main bridge in this town. They were always planning on fixing it. They finally just replaced that old bridge that has probably been here since the 1950s. And it's been bad forever. They finally replaced it. It looks way better now. It looks great, honestly. That took that long. What the hell? It's ridiculous. People are paying all this money for shit to get fixed, and it doesn't get fixed. What's happening, as Elon's been pointing out, these people are literally either pocketing the money or they are giving it to other things, to other systems and groups of people. Like, what was the one? Funding
Yeah, their system is called what's it called? Chase Bank, Bank of America. What I don't know, wherever their bank account is at. That's the different road
Yeah.
systems they're getting into. It's some bullshit, and it's absolutely you can see it. It's like I mean, it's an obvious thing going on when they're like, "Hey, we make 150, maybe 300,000 a year." That's good money. Don't get me wrong.
That's great
But
money.
when
Yeah.
you've only been there for 3 years, and all of a sudden your wealth went up $20 million, yeah, there's some fucking questions there, man.
What happened with
I
Nikki
don't
Haley?
care what your
Remember?
investments are.
Nikki Haley lost everything essentially, and then she got bought and paid for by these Chinese people that I know that people talked about, and her net value just shot up. It's like, guys, some of these politicians these are bad. I mean, politicians are supposed to so essentially politicians are supposed to be doing the will of the people. Essentially, you're supposed to do what you want. They have been doing what we wanted. You know what's crazy is that there's actually people that are fighting against this. Like, they're like, oh my God, it's not real. None of this is real. It's like, oh, it's not real. Yeah. So the money we've been giving these people all these many years has been greatly been used in good directions, right? No, it hasn't. It has not, But Gray, I know you work. What do you think about all this tax and fraud scandals happening recently?
They suck. There was talks of abolishing the IRS. That'd be kind of cool. I'd be really down with those talks.
I think you love the IRS from what I remember.
No, they've taken a lot from me. But yeah, good times. But yeah, I was gonna have to correct you because you said something about these Chinese guys, and I was like, no way, he does not. But then you said of, so yeah, no, that makes sense, man.
The Chinese people love me.
But I think Chloe brought up a good point. It's Eric July's quote, fuck them hoe-ass roads. I don't like the roads, man. We could do better. Where we're going, we don't need roads.
What do you mean we don't need roads? What would you replace them with?
Hover vehicles. Come on, Elon's working on that hover technology any day now. Self-driving hover cars.
No, if he ever did it, that'd be great. That'd be awesome, honestly. U.S.
Oh, it's
government
never
spends
gonna happen.
about $16.9 billion per day. I wonder how much money Doge has saved the U.S. Well, they haven't saved it anything yet because we have to kind of factor in they're still combing through so much government bullshit. It's going to be a minute before they uncover everything. Like, what was the newest scandal? It's like people are getting paid Social Security to like people that have been like dead for almost they're like 100 years old or some shit. Like, what the hell? What the hell is going on?
Well,
All this money just wasted.
The other thing is that, like, they'll talk about, okay, what are you going to do about the roads? You do it privately. You get these companies that actually know what the fuck they're doing. They're actually good at this stuff. And it's like, well, you're going to pay them a lot more. No, you're going to pay them a lot more than what they're charging right now for them to do projects near you. It's not going to come anywhere close to what the hell the government charges for it. It'll be ridiculous. And then if people get to keep all their extra money from the IRS, basically, it'd be like, hey, we go around the whole city, everybody pitches in $50. Somewhere like California, it's like, yeah, here's your $50 million. Ta-da. And you know what? That company will find a way to get it done. And people will make a ton of money on top of that.
So, yeah, WC says, no one wants to be poor. Yeah, I agree. Saving is good. I also agree. But sorry to say that all that money being taken out of your pocket won't be going back into your account. That's the thing is there is going to be no amount of money that they could ever give you back that would basically replace the money that they've wasted on that bullshit.
Well, now the way that they're talking about it too, like this isn't just the last year. They're going back years and years and
years ago.
Like, this is trillions of dollars. Obviously, you aren't technically owed as a taxpayer for the last 40, 50 years. If you've only been alive for 20 years and you've only been working for 5 years, you're not owed 20 years worth of whatever back taxes and so on and so forth, and go on down the ages. There would be a couple of people that should probably get more or whatever. I mean, that would be a whole different thing. But yes, if they just do it like a blanket, like here's 3,000, here's 5,000, don't get me wrong, that's going to help everybody. And instead of it adding to the inflation or whatever, it's like, no, this is what you're actually owed back because we didn't even use it.
It's not even owed back.
Give us our money. Like,
if we're being generous here, they owe you more than that. That's an actual.
Yeah, no, that's lowballing it. That's lowballing it by a lot.
That's I mean lowballing. That's like if you went on Shark Tank and you try to ask like you want to give them like 5% of your business, I'd be like 5%. That's nothing, you know. So that's where we're at now, people. Our government was trash. But then again, if you literally are not a fucking moron, you would have probably known that. It's just so crazy that people are literally fighting against that. Because it's like, what are you hiding? There must be something really big there that's going on that they're hiding because they were giving a lot of this money to a lot of interesting causes, let's say. But yeah, the American people deserve that money. First of all, it's yours. You were giving them money hoping that they would use it for good causes and good reasons. Some of it was used for good reasons. Well, a lot of it has been wasted over the years. You know, literally, there's a system that I was thinking about in my head when we have this conversation. Essentially, if they do need money for this stuff, first of all, it should be a capped amount. You need this amount of money for this cause. That's it. You don't need more money. You know, if they're going to be having these certain programs that need this type of funding and the people do fund it, it needs to be a capped amount. It needs to be this is a certain amount you need. None of this like, well, we're going to increase the amount.
Is he just trolling or is he actively retarded? Like,
yeah, no, he's been here. WZ's always been on L's. He just does that stuff. They found Social Security payments going to people up to 150, considering the longest recorded life is 122, and the oldest known person is 116. The recipients have definitely passed on. Yeah, right there. Another load of bullshit that's been happening with our government, paying people that are dead. I hate government. So trash, man. They will, man. It's only been a month, dude. It's only been a damn month.
That's barely, the thing. I've said this before, dude. Nobody voted for Trump thinking, you know what, day one, everything's going to change immediately. And if you thought like that, I'm sorry, you're just stupid. That's not how the government works at all. None of that. He did some stuff instantly that could potentially affect stuff, and it's going to take months for any of this to come into effect, man. On top of that, like, I initially looked at it like, look, minimum 1 year, you might start to see a change. 1.5 to 2 years. It's going to take like 2 years before you finally get
He did say day one, but if I'm being honest here, no one should have believed that. That just is not possible.
No,
especially in like
it's not that it's going to change day one. He's throwing these things in there day one. Yes, it doesn't mean that instantly a switch flips and everything's changed. If that's how you interpreted that, that's the dumbest fucking reasoning I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, well, this is the thing.
Day one, he started to implement things. Yes, it's going to take a year before these things kick in, man. That's just how the government works.
That's factoring groceries go into like the food industry, and that's a whole nother conversation. First of all, to get those prices down, you're going to need time. You can't fix the food industry prices overnight. It's just literally impossible. No one would ever
fix the energy. You got to fix the energy thing first.
They do have RFK. Okay, RFK, so that's,
we get to let some of this stuff start happening. We get to do the fracking. We get to actually use our own oil. We get to do all this stuff. Cool. Well, you got to build all that stuff or open up some of this stuff, get that flowing back in. That's going to take months. This stuff just doesn't happen, and like you got to hire new people for it. To think like that's the most asinine thing I've ever heard in my life. He's implementing it and he's getting it started. Yes, he did that day one. Sure.
Also, you know what I will say this. You know what? There is a way to get grocery prices down, giving you more money. If you get more money because you're not paying as many taxes, you will have more money to be able to afford the groceries. The biggest reason why
I thought you were going to tell me about the club card. The one at the supermarket.
If he can demolish the IRS stuff, right? And then you get a full percent, you get 100% of your paycheck. So that extra, let's say you're making $1,000 a week, and now it gets cut down to like $750. Well, that extra $250, sure. And then, sure, there's going to be certain objects that have a 25% tariff on them. You either don't have to buy those things, or there's going to be a couple things that cost a little bit more. And instead of maybe having an extra 50, you're going to have an extra 200 or whatever, or vice versa. Like it'll work out in the long run. These are all long-term plans. These are not instantaneous fixes, man. It's crazy that anyone would think like that is beyond me. Like, have you not lived through, like, I don't know, a year of working like a normal human being? Like,
wait a minute, hold on. Black guys working? That's not a thing. That's not a thing, man. Don't be pushing narratives here. Well, only white people do everything. But that's the thing is, if there's less taxes you have to pay, because the reason why people don't have money is because they're paying so much in taxes. They have so many things you have to pay for. Like, first, there's mortgage, property tax, car note, food, gas, electric, water, trash. That's literally, how many bills is that? It's 8. Internet.
That's just what your boss does, let alone what you have to do.
Then
his money trickles down to you.
And you factor in that's like 9 bills right there. Then if you have kids, well, clothes and food. Also, literally, if you pay less in taxes, I fundamentally guarantee you can afford more. You can buy more food. You'll have more disposable money. That's why he wanted to take away all the taxes that the people implemented. If you have more money that you get from your paycheck, you can better use it for yourself. Texas has never had an income tax in the last how long? How long has it been a fucking state? They haven't had income tax forever, honestly. But people seem to be doing pretty good over there, Yeah, that's the thing too. I don't know how they're going to implement that.
The tariff thing, though, is that affects stuff like what is one of the main ones, like the steel car industry, and right? Stuff steel, like that. Yeah. It's like, and the thing about that is also it's supposed to make companies want to come over here. Now that could be a hit or miss, right? Some things are going to go up, but if you had 100% of your money instead of like 65% of it, well, now you got about 35% more to invest into stuff. And that's across all of the US. I think it would make up a lot more of the difference. So it's like, sure, prices will sound high, but you're going to have a lot more money on you. And it's going to go back into our own system because people are going to want to buy American and not be sending it over to everybody else, which will help. Like, we're going to recirculate our money instead of sending it other places. It's
also, that's the thing. This is what
it's still going to take time, guys. It's not happening tomorrow.
All the people that wasted your money, all these politicians that beg for your money all the time, they're begging you for more money they already don't spend in the right ways they told you they're going to spend it. How about they get thrown in prison for fraud? Remember, what was everyone's biggest issue with Trump in the last few years? Oh, it's tax fraud. He avoids paying his taxes. All these politicians just frauded all these people. You probably should be lining up to be put in an orange jumpsuit, buddy. You know,
Hey, how do you
That-
claim your hooker expenses, MSK?
I write them off. Yeah. Isn't that how you do your taxes? You have to write that stuff off as miscellaneous expense or whatever bullshit. Yeah.
He writes it under gas prices. It's just like,
Yeah.
like
Woo!
his gas expense to get there and back from the city bus he uses. So he uses the city to his advantage. Like,
Oh gosh. Like, this is the thing is, because someone said, well, how would giving the money back help the American people? First of all, they technically are redistributing the money. Sure. That's still not an issue. You're going to be using it anyway. If they do give you the money back, you yourself, if anyone gets a $5,000 check, they would use it. Literally, you are going to use it. It's not like that's a bad idea. You deserve that money. They've wasted all of your money for, man, we could be going back like decades upon decades before we were even born type shit. You deserve it as the American people working for them. You know, just saying, there's no world this would be a bad idea unless you literally are such a low IQ idiot. You know, people say they can't afford food. All that $5,000 they might give you, may or may not, just hypothetically speaking here, you could literally use half of that for food.
I just want them to find a way
budget that
to make
price.
Insurance prices on stuff go way the hell down.
Oh, well,
'Cause
that's never happening. You know,
Dude,
that'll
I've done
never
the
happen.
math on
No
that
way,
with
man.
like car insurance, and I was like, you know, over the last 20 years, I've paid maybe 40 to 60 grand, depending on like if I were to really add it up. And I've had one thing that happened at night that like I hit somebody's bumper was left, and like somebody lost a bumper in the middle of the road. It did about 5,000 damage to my car, and it cost me $500 on top of my insurance to fix that. And I was like, well, if I would have just had this extra 60 grand on me, 5 grand wouldn't have been a big deal. I'd much rather have that extra like 50 grand on me right now than give it to this random fucking company. The only thing that's there for is like if you hopefully never hit a goddamn like $3 million sports car. And then they're still gonna rake you over the coals for it. Like,
Well, yeah, and your rates go through the roof anytime you make any sort of claim on anything. Like just, I don't know, man. Fuck the whole thing. It's a wreck.
Insurance is a scam.
The most
Literally,
it's the
just
biggest
this past
scam
year.
out there.
Just this past year, the insurance companies in LA before the fires took away everyone's insurance. So
It was like 65% of them. Yeah.
Yeah. So the money you gave those people, they frauded you. You get none of those benefits you were paying all those many years for. That's fraud. That's literally stealing from someone. And you do not give them what you promised them, which is benefits. So why do we have insurance? Insurance is such a fucking biggest scam ever, man. Like car insurance is like the only one you can kind of maybe sort of justify. I guess you could say medical insurance is weird too, but any other one is trash, like flood insurance is bullshit.
Terrible too, man. I know plenty of times where like I've needed to go to the doctor like twice in the last 15 years. That shit cost me like maybe $300 out of pocket. If I would have been paying $200 a month for the last, since they did that Obamacare shit, because I don't know if people know this, when you do your taxes, you can just simply put, I don't have health insurance. And then you just
Won't you get penalized?
Nope. That's the thing. Like I've done it every single year since then. Cause I just simply, I don't get sick, whatever. So for me, maybe it's different. If people actually need it and it's helping you, I guess go for it. But I just simply do, and it's true. It's like where you offered it each day or each month, and I just put, yes, it was offered to me. Could you afford it? I just put, no, I couldn't afford it. Because it's like I could sit there and justify it by doing the math. If I paid $200 extra with the amount of savings that I had for the last 15 years, like, yeah, my bank accounts would be drained. I would have no extra money at all. And I've never used the damn thing. It's pointless for me to have it. And they just waive it. They just waive it every time.
Chloe says, I literally hate insurance stuff. I remember when COVID started and people started filing for pandemic payouts, and then the company said it wasn't the right kind of pandemic. Yeah, I remember there was so much like pandemic fraud going on because they were essentially paying people to stay at home because, people were filing for unemployment because essentially I think this is in most states, because I know in this one, if you don't work enough hours, you can file for unemployment. Then your employer would essentially give you more hours because they don't want to pay that, obviously, So yeah, our government is terrible. I can't believe people are like, oh my God, our government's bad. You're a retard if you didn't know this was happening. You're actually stupid. I literally hope you get hit with a fucking book. Damn, you people are stupid as hell. I have a 200 IQ for a reason. I will tell you everything I have in my brain. I can fix everything. I'm like Kaguya from Naruto. I'm like omnipotent.
More like Cosby.
I can literally,
just like Naruto, everything you said is made up. Yes.
Essentially. Alex, would you put people under the infinite Tsukiyomi Gray if you had the chance?
No. I like people to have their own choices, and I like them to be informed.
Damn it! So you're not a Democrat.
I do understand why you would want that transformation, Jutsu.
Dude,
I'm just saying.
Do you know how people have said as the time that's gone, they understand Thanos? I understand Madara now. I understand him. Maybe I've become mentally deranged. Madara was right. Just saying.
Okay.
You don't get me. You guys aren't my audience. Just saying.
Correct.
No, I mean we make up a good portion of it, but yeah, we're definitely not your audience.
Give me one sec here. You did some searching on the Social Security stuff? Yeah, tell me what you found. Tell me what you found. I would love it. One sec. So this was the generated post. President Donald Trump and Elon Musk have been discussing the possibility of issuing a Doge dividend to American taxpayers. The proposal aims to distribute a portion of savings made by the Department of Government Efficiency, led by Musk. Reports vary on the specifics, with some suggesting a flat $5,000 check per citizen, while others mention a percentage-based return. The legality and economic implications of such a move are under scrutiny. What do you guys think?
$5,000 to everybody that's actually paying taxes. What is there? 350, 400 million people in the U.S. Maybe only 70% of them actually pay taxes because most of them aren't old enough to be doing that. So let's just say 300 million times 5,000 would be what? 1.5 billion, something like that.
It depends.
Or 11.5, something like that.
The first post says per
the amount that we've given.
I think like kids would be included in that. Like they're citizens, man.
It would be citizens, but I think it would be tax-paying citizens, right? So
they didn't specify that, which is interesting.
They didn't, which is weird. Yeah, if they just gave a flat check, but still, I think it would still be less than what we sent to Ukraine. Like,
probably.
You know what they should give us? They should give us all $1 million fucking dollars. That's what you should be giving us. They gave like billions of dollars to Ukraine.
But I don't think we could afford to give everyone $1 million. But
hey, I should be owed millions of dollars. Great. I produce quality content. What are you saying?
Yeah, sure.
My quality.
I don't know
content
if I feed his delusions or not.
Give me one sec. Here was. Okay, let's might just hear it. What are they doing over here? In 1 sec.
And saving taxpayers billions and billions of dollars every single day. And there's even under consideration a new concept where we give 20% of the Doge savings to American citizens and 20% goes to paying down debt, because the numbers are incredible, Elon. So many billions of dollars, billions, hundreds of billions. And we're thinking about giving 20% back to the American citizens and 20% down to pay back debt and pay down debt, which is, if you look at value, if it were a real estate balance sheet, the debt is tiny, but we still want to pay it down. Doesn't matter. We don't look at it as a piece of real estate. It's America. We're going to get it down through intelligence, hard work, and as Elon said, a word called caring. You have to care. By doing this, Americans will tell us where there's waste. They'll be reporting it themselves. They participate in the process of saving money. So many of the men and women in this room, as an example, they pay tremendous amounts of taxes. And here are just a few examples of where your money was going before I came along. These are just some of the, just taken at random. Oh, there are much worse examples than this. I was just looking at them before the speech, and I can tell you they were much worse. And there are some that are horrible, but I don't want to really say them because they're very, very embarrassing.
Well, the first batch of them that came out.
600 million to the government buying sushi for everybody, like everybody in there.
Was that a real one?
Where it's like, yeah, that's a real. It's something like 600 million for like
They were
sushi, and
funding
it's like
a
30 million
transgender.
for K cups, you know, the coffee cups, shit like that. It's like,
Hey, those things they come in clutch. I'm just saying.
What else were they funding? They were funding a transgender comic book. What the fuck?
Well, how else will
What
people
the
learn?
Oh god, they were just funding some bullshit. What is wrong with these people, man? I think people, good lord, if Kamala Harris had won the election, oh my goodness, we would be literally under under an infinite Tsukiyomi and just Superman me off a fucking bridge. I'm done.
that's the thing. If she won, like, there would be absolutely no change, and it would still go exactly how it was going for the last 4 years. Because she literally even said it when they asked, "What has he done in the last 4 years that you would change?" And she was like, "Oh, absolutely nothing. Everything's fine. He's been doing a great job." And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? There's not one thing, not one thing you would change. Which, come on, that would mean we're gonna keep doing exactly what we've been doing just for another 4 years. And it's like, yeah, of course you're gonna like vote for the guy who's like, hey, we're at least gonna try to change some things. We're gonna try. We're gonna see what we can get past. Because even sure, he can say as much as he wants here or there. They still have to like pass a lot of this stuff. It has to get through the government stuff. And guess who's, you can see it when they're running their what's it called, when they're bringing in some of these new people, and it's like always 50 to 52, but like 49 to like 53, whatever. It's like that. It's so, and all the Democrats are against it. Every single Democrat is against it. The only reason a lot of this stuff is going through is because it's, you know, the Republicans have the House right now. So it's like, if that wasn't happening, nothing would be changing at all. Like, at least this would show some type of change. Like, hey, yes, can we get back to some level of normalcy? And sure, it might take a year, 2 years, and then if things fully start to change, great. I doubt they're going to get any worse. That's the kind of thing that I'm thinking. Like, yeah, it's going to take time to get back on the tracks, guys. It's just going to.
Chloe says,
That's how change works.
I think giving the savings back to citizens is good. It's long past time for the government to start chipping away at the trillions of dollars of debt. That thing is never going to get paid off. I'm pretty sure.
Never.
I'm pretty sure since I've been
like
alive, we've always been in
trillion.
debt. And keep in mind, it's not just the U.S. that's in debt. A lot of the states here are in debt. California itself is in massive amounts of debt, and they are not planning on fixing it anytime soon. Do you know what they're going to use their money on? Housing illegal immigrants and giving them Medicaid or Medi-Cal or whatever the fuck they call it now. Stupid shit. Our state sucks ass. And you know what? The person that we're going to have governor after Gavin Newsom is the person that Donald Trump destroyed in the election, Kamala Harris. So, yeah, nothing will get better. That's just how it is. The state sucks ass.
I was seeing things like it would be stupid for her to do that because for some reason she believes that she's going to run again in 2028. So if she were to become governor, she wouldn't be able to do that. Like, it wouldn't work out that way. Like, it would go against everything that she's been going against. And there's somebody else that's planning on running that's actually a friend of hers or some bullshit. I don't know. I would have to reread that article, but it's kind of interesting. But the fact that she thinks she has a chance is funny because there's people who are high up in the Democratic Party who are like, yeah, nobody wants to back her again. So, and they're actively saying it out loud. And she's like, no, I got this. It's like, no, you don't.
There's probably going to be some dark horse candidate or something, but I don't know, man. Yeah, I would have said there's no shot. And then, we got a president to come back again. That's kind of interesting. I don't know. Some people just never give up on the running for office thing. We'll see. But yeah, a lot of the front runners after this whole California thing, I don't know if like Newsom or whatever will actually be put forward. Who knows?
Big change. Yeah, that's what people voted for. People voted for a shakeup in things because it's been needed for, I don't know how long, forever, honestly, at this point. Good Lord. Ugh. That's one of the things where, since I've been producing such quality content, like at this point, it can't get any better. I'm already at like Super Saiyan 3 level. I'm already like galaxy, like super galaxy mega bust.
And we get it. What's the topic, man?
Solar system level at this point. Oh my goodness.
Okay, your solar system.
Okay. Gray, are you patronizing me?
Trying to.
All right. Give me 1 sec. I'm setting up right now. You guys talk to the chat and yourselves.
All right. So, Gray, how gay is MSK, and why is it all the way? Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say, scale doesn't really define it. It's more like it's interesting because like it keeps increasing, but it's never to the other side of the dial. I don't know how this one works, but yeah, very, very, to be honest. But MSK, maybe he could fix Kamala.
Do you think I could fix Kamala?
I don't know. The Master Hobo seems to be on your camp. He has faith in you.
It'll never be repaid doesn't mean we shouldn't try. They've long been spending what they don't have, and chipping away at it is better than changing nothing. Yeah, keep in mind the government's going like literally. What's the thing? They're going like spending deficits willingly anyway. You know, all the time. Yeah. They always spend money they never have. You know.
So back to what I was saying, Gray.
Yeah.
On a scale from Hollywood to Sodom and Gomorrah, how gay is MSK?
I mean, he's full Castro district at least.
Jesus.
You know, I think he might be like Fire Island. Huh? Yeah. Very much so. But you know, every once in a while he gets a little bit tropical with it. It's hard to say. Where do you
like Pompeii, where you know, like Pompeii, whenever you think about it, you just know there's going to be destruction and waste, and probably a lot of statues that look like people that are huddled up, and then you realize it's just a bunch of gay dudes. You know, it's just going to be shit like that, just destruction and chaos, and it's just no good at all.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting towards Gomorrah, definitely in the Sodom camp, but.
I'm not gay. I don't sleep with men.
I'm not gay no more. I like women's.
That is the clip that I had playing in my head the second he said that. Thank you, Seth.
Women. I can't remember what he
MSK,
said.
Why don't you have those
so
drops?
Funny. Those are so funny. I always like that.
Well,
he's like, so you are gay. Why are you gay? Like, oh man.
That is one of the better interviews. I got to be honest, it really sticks with you. Well, MSK still isn't set up. Apparently, he must have forgot the password to his OnlyFans.
I don't ever use OnlyFans. I've only ever asked Amaranth on Twitter what it tastes like. So, you know, I'm definitely a honest, God-fearing man that goes to church every Sunday. Obviously,
you can't honestly say you've never super chatted her.
I'm feeling like first talking about Sonic next, you know, he has to click off his Rule 34 Sonic porn first before he accidentally leaks that. Like, Jesus.
Yeah. Make sure don't share your
that. It's like, you need What's the other one? Woke Hollywood cast Black female Jesus. Oh yes. I already sent you the clip of her blessing the food, but
it's quite an amazing clip.
Oh God.
Jesus.
Oh shit. Oh, dude, have you ever seen the clip of the Asian lady basically whitewashing the black guy? She put a black guy in a washer and
yeah.
Oh,
it's
God,
like those Korean ads. They're like Korean or they're Chinese or Korean ads. Those are hilarious. They're super racist, and it's like they don't give a shit at all.
Oh God, that is so the funniest thing ever. The first comment is literal definition of whitewashing.
Oh man. If we ever get a commercial anywhere like that, like maybe not a black to white, but it's like something that's just something very 90s era, dude, that commercial is gonna blow up, man. Like
Right?
some type of 90s bullshit. Oh, dude. Waiting for one of these companies just to do it. And I think, I wouldn't doubt that they've made some of those funny commercials that they used to do back in the day. And then they're
Yeah.
like, hey, can we play this in your network? And everyone's like, absolutely fucking not. Like,
Okay, so this already is going to cover everything.
you're missing out on millions in sales because of this, man.
Oh God, man, it's one of these things where literally, if a white girl was like, "Can I put you in my washer and cleanse your blackness?" I would have to, abide by that. Because I'm literally eternally a white guy. I've always felt when I was younger, I was your skin color. So I want to,
Oh,
I see myself in you.
I thought it was more that you were just obsessed with that, stuck in the washer porn. I just thought maybe that was your genre or something, so you couldn't pass it up. But fair enough. One day, stepbrother. We'll
MSK
get to
seems
you,
like
Emma.
he's small enough to actually be able to fit all the way into the washer, so he wouldn't get stuck. Like he would get stuck actually fully inside, and they would turn it on. But that was just to shut him up for a bit. Like,
Worth it. Deserved. MSK. You still working on it? Nope. Okay. Apparently he's done.
Just cranking it out over there.
He's going second monitor on this one.
Told you it's that's Sonic Rule 34 porn. He's like, I'm not done closing it yet, guys. Give me a second.
So we're talking about Sonic 4 or Sonic Chew? What are we talking about? I can't
I'm
remember.
assuming Sonic 4, mainly because Paramount just dropped it on. They just dropped it on Paramount. Like so.
Well, it was
came
going to be
out
on VOD. It was on VOD like January, about January 20th.
About a month after it dropped.
Yeah. MSK, do you still have that? Oh my God. Yeah, I have to delete that. Before we go live, I have to delete that. That was just, I knew that was going to be some trash. So I ended that relatively very, very quickly.
Ended it? You mean you offended them into leaving?
No, that debatably was going to be one of the worst one-on-ones ever. Usually, if I know they're going to be very, very bad, I'll just end it and then just say my internet went out or some shit. Like, I'm not sitting there. Sure. I'm not sitting there with like one-word answers to stuff with people that aren't trying. I'm good on that. Like my time is valuable. I am not having my time wasted with some bullshit like that. I am good. One sec. Let me go in, take care of that right now. You guys are about to get some quality content here. So let me take that. So the other one we already did. Okay. So, oh my goodness. I didn't delete these. Oh my God. That was so bad. Yeah.
Hey, look, there's your 2-minute one from earlier. The first version of this stream.
The first version, that never happened. We're only streaming this episode for the first time right now. Like literally,
right.
My time is valuable. And if we're going to be having a conversation where like, let's say I talk to Cyfax and I ask him a question if I don't know, I've had to know him. Because like usually if you're coming on for a one-on-one, you have to be engaging. And I want you to talk and show your personality off and have conversation or a role. Essentially, basically, the Joe M. Sontag one-on-one I did last night would be like a benchmark for how I wanted to go. But if I asked you like, hey, why do you like a movie? And you go like, well, it's because it's cool. Yeah, no, our conversation's over. I'm not sitting there doing that. That's
Machine Gun Go Burr. Like
like literally, why do you like Fast and Furious movies? Oh, because like the cars go fast. Like, nah, we can just get out of here with that. I'm about to leave. Like, I'm not wasting my time talking to a person like that. I'm good. Come back when you got a better personality and actually able to hold a conversation without talking in one-word sentences.
Yeah, going at that. I got to meet Paul Walker right after the first movie that dropped of Fast and Furious. There used to be a land center. If you guys remember land centers, I don't know. MSK might be too young for that.
Whoa. Hey, they filmed Too Fast, Too Furious in my town. They filmed it here. I
Well,
remember.
there used to be one up near where I lived. It was called 201 PC or 201. Yeah, it was PC Revolution, whatever. It's 201 PC, and it was
Yeah.
like next to an In and Out. And he was playing Diablo 2 at the time. Like he came in there to play Diablo 2, and I helped him with the Tyrael mission on Diablo 2. And then he bought us all In and Out. He was a cool dude, man. Like, I had a really good time meeting him. And it was like right after he made that movie, and I was like, what a cool way to meet this dude. And then on top of that, have like a nice story about him. And then obviously, when years later, when all that shit happened, I was like, that's I hadn't seen him since then, other than in the movies. But yeah, he was a cool dude, man. Or he was at least nice to me when I met him. Also, I helped him out with something, so that was cool.
You helped a person out? That's crazy. How dare you?
Yeah, well, I mean, there was another white dude, so I felt obligated.
Oh. Oh God.
Yeah,
Chloe
we
says,
get
I like
we hang out in groups sometimes. I mean, there may be beer sometimes.
there might
these
be hoodies being worn.
weird torches that light our area. Like
There might be like certain hats you wear that go over your eyes, like a ghost. You know.
it's just a fire pit. There's no torches. It's just a fire pit. It's like
Ay.
those come later. Like
Now I feel like a white guy. Freaking hair gets in my eyes now when I walk outside. Holy crap. But Chloe says, I like Venom because he's black. So am I your type? Would you rate me on a scale of like 1 to 10 and tell me how you feel? I asked Tiny that, but she was just being a scaredy cat. She's like, I don't rate my male friends. Like, Tiny, I'm not sleeping with you ever. I have standards. So
Well, no. But you know, she knew that you would be offended, and you have a fragile ego. I fully support why she wasn't able to actually give you a number.
I support it too. Like I think she didn't want the stream to end again so quickly. So
yeah, man, I kind of just
Not
watched
true.
your interview earlier, and wow, sir, wow, I think it could have gone well. You just
That's
needed to get under his skin.
Terrible. No, you saw it was bad. That was trash. That was actually trash. I was like, just watch the one with me and
you got
Joe.
to bring people like that out though. Like people that want to do stuff like that or like respond like that. You got to give them the right questions and bring them into the fold or whatever.
Oh,
you got to
no,
bring
it
it out of them. Then that
wasn't
makes you a
happening.
better interviewer.
No, like literally, I did that still just last year with the Iron Man podcast when it first started, and I was having episodes where I had to pull teeth out of people, and it was like, nah, man, you suck balls. Literally, outside of your first time here, that's your last time. I'm not going through this. Or one of the guys, I had him on a second time. We went for like 40 minutes, and he was like, oh, that was quick, and I was like, yeah, I'll see you later. Have a good day, man. And then I deleted that because I don't keep up shows that aren't hour plus long, you know? So it's just, I'm good. You essentially, what people have to do is they have to just get a personality and be able to have a conversation. It's really all it is. It takes some time, but I'm not going to be I'm never going to be the person anymore to be the fall guy for that.
There's parts of that I do agree with you on, because not everyone is set up to, even like when I first jumped onto streaming and stuff. Like I don't,
you're pretty trash.
I didn't talk as freely at first, especially I had a way worse mic and it was like overpowering. And then I would have to, it didn't matter if I was over here, if I was right here, my mic just sounded fucking ridiculous. Like everything about it just seemed off. So it was like, and then when I'm on DA's stream, it's more like, I'll wait for him to ask for me to respond. Because if I just start talking over people, it can get like overbearing depending. And I'm like, okay, like you gotta find a balance when you do the streaming stuff. And it's like,
for sure.
The person told me.
I kind of agree with what MSK was saying, that you know, you need to bring a personality to this, because it's not like MSK has one for this.
Oh, okay.
You know, at least somebody has to
agree.
I get it, man.
Well, hey, the person told me they could talk.
As Gray would say, you need to put a little mustard on it.
Like the person told me they could talk.
Which, if that's not your catchphrase, I don't know why it isn't. But
oh, it has to be now.
Like the person told me that they could talk, and I would essentially have to tell them, hey, to stop talking if they went off a tangent. So usually when people say that, it's like, oh, good to go. I don't have to do much for you. You're just gonna naturally have a conversation with me. But it was one of those where I've had so many of them, I can instantly tell if it's going to be worth enough in maybe a minute. After a minute, I could go, all right, let me just go unplug my router and say my internet failed. I never unplugged my router. I just said my internet went out, and I never did, and I just started watching pornography again.
Started? You mean just ended the stream, but
I think
actually
he meant he was about to
amazing
finally
match.
finish, and he was like, "Oh, this is too much."
Hey,
You know, boring conversation and his weird anime porn. It's probably it makes him actually, you know, think that he's with a woman. You know,
hey, I'm a huge connoisseur of corn. I have a huge corn addiction. Lots of butter on the corn.
you seem like someone who eats corn the long way. Yeah,
Definitely
Yeah.
not. I love corn on the cob. Corn on the cob tastes great. I don't eat it the long way. I usually eat it sideways. That's
Wait.
how you're supposed to eat it.
But you use two hands there as well.
Yeah, you use two hands to bite into it.
yeah. He goes to butter it with his hands.
Yeah, he enjoys the lubrication for sure. You know, he's a connoisseur.
He's like, where we're going, we don't need knives.
Yeah, I just got my mouth, boy.
He's like, get in there nice and deep, like.
All the way down to your esophagus. Oh God, man.
Which I don't know why nobody ever uses that clip from Dodgeball, because I've always thought that was hilarious. You ever seen that? Do you remember that clip when he's washing that like redneck dude's tire and he's like, get in there nice and deep, like. And I'm like, dude, there's so many times where that'd be a good clip, and why does nobody use it?
Oh gosh, man. MSK is the blind black man that thinks he's white. True. Yes, MSK, your job as a host is to bring the best out of people. I do most of the time. But the problem here is I usually invite people on that already have what I'm looking for. Like you already have the complete package. If you don't have the complete package, I'm not saying you can't grow into it. I don't want to be the guy you have to grow into that with.
Yeah, to be fair, when MSK was like, "Hey, Gray's gonna come on," he has an amazing package. I was like, "Oh my god!"
He's always talking about my package.
Jesus,
like, why is it that he requires everyone else to have this amazing?
Why do you got to put it?
Himself
Why do you got to put it
as
like
a deficient package?
Hey, Gray has a sufficient package that's very useful for my operations. You know?
Yeah, it's like a utility package. It's great.
Yeah,
it's good for any occasion.
Oh
it's
shit!
A 4-wheel drive of packages, dude. It's good for all terrain, everything.
Yeah, it's it's fine. It's okay, but I'm not gonna. I'm at the point now where I don't have to sit on one-on-ones and get that out of people, you know. And plus, it would have been low quality anyway. And I'm like, you know what? This is just better if we just reschedule for a later time and then just do it at a later time. You know, it's fine. It happens. I'm not mad. I get out of that shit in like less than a minute. Honestly, there was one guy that said he was going to do a one-on-one. It's all set up. The first week, I legitimately did lose my internet. There was a Sunday night. I legitimately lost my internet for 5 hours. I came home at 6. It came back at 11. No, it came back at 11, 11:30. I don't know what. Literally, someone hit the freaking those long towers with the giant boxes. Someone hit that apparently or some shit with like a rock or something. I don't remember. And then so we had to do the one-on-one then. Then the Sunday where I said, no, we're confirmed. We're going to be doing it today before I do my Cloud9 podcast with Chaz. He was like, he started talking this gibberish. He was saying like, he started talking about some habla shum. I was like, the fuck's wrong with you? Weirdo. Like, what the fuck? He was talking perfectly normal. And then the following week.
So he had a stroke?
I have no, dude, I'll be honest, I have no clue. Then the third week, he was like, no, I was, he said he was sick or something. Or I was like, what the fuck? I was so confused. He started talking in tongues or something. Did he say
sick or stroke? Because there is a difference.
He said, I'm finally over with whatever that was. And I'm like,
he's sitting there and he's like, MSK, my life is kind of messed up right now. Like you can see half his body is paralyzed.
That's a pretty good impression.
I've never heard back from that guy ever since. I don't know what the fuck happened. He was talking perfectly fine. I sent him a StreamYard link like I usually do for all of you guys. I was like, you ready? We're not canceling. This week's good to go. And he started talking in gibberish, started talking in tongues as like he just got fucking fingered in the ass or something.
You know, I feel like I've had that experience on this very stream.
Yeah, when MSK speaks in tongues, it's just not good for people around him, man. You start seeing demons and like, yeah. You yourself start imagining that you might also be in a Lamborghini, and then you're wondering, how did this guy feed me LSD through the computer? It's weird.
Michael also has the big packages. Michael delivers packages for a living. He does deliver some big packages. He does do that. That is his job. He gets paid a lot of money to do his job.
Nice.
Man has every great holiday off. Man's like, oh, I just got a week off. It's like, oh, it's crazy. It's like, for someone like Michael, he lives in Michigan. I'm like, who the fuck lives in Michigan? And also, fuck Michigan. That guy frauded my account from Michigan. Fuck that state.
Michigan.
Have you put one and one together yet and realized it was Michael?
Man bought Fleshlight. Man bought Fleshlight.
Like,
PS5
I only know
games.
one that lives out there, but somebody bought a bunch of crap with my card.
They
The
bought
things that you described come in packages, though.
I'm just pointing out that literally
I
this man bought
this to myself right now.
This man bought a Fleshlight, PS5 games, 2 of them, 8-inch red dildos. Literally, not kidding. I'm not joking. I saw what this person bought. I'm like, I have no.
Dude, we've
use
seen
for
your
any
old
of that.
streams.
Dude,
I
have my account set up to where if there's fraud that's happening, they'll call me and be like, "Hey, did you order this?" Obviously, that was so normal for your account that they didn't even bother trying. They were like, "Oh, of course you would order this. Of course you would."
I would never do
Only
that.
an 8-inch one this time?
Yeah. If anything, they're like, "Excuse me, don't you want the 9? Isn't that? Come on.
Like, I was like, bruh, I am not like that. I am not a loser. You know?
Sure you're not.
Everyone on
Wow.
your stream absolutely believes you, and we're here on our own free will." Like,
And we know it'd
It's
be
not like you
so
were-
weird if you got the red one as opposed to the purple one that WZ also remembers you had.
You sounded like a character that was in that cult in Midsommar.
I don't know what you're talking about, MSK. I'm here on my own accord.
Gray, we lost him. He's now become a robot.
Oh no, Master Schwag.
All right, we lost him. It's over, man.
The Riz Master himself.
You know what?
Riz Master.
Raz Mister. I have all that Raz. All right.
You have the clips to do this. Do it.
That's the thing is whenever I have sex, I always manage to last about a good 5 minutes. So without Viagra.
How do I remove myself? No.
Oh shit, man. Wait a minute. Since you guys are older, do you have to use Viagra to last longer?
No.
No?
Really?
It's called cocaine and whiskey.
Okay.
Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with using Viagra. It's all good. It's okay.
Yeah, Viagra is so old school. Now they got like the honey stuff and
The honey
there's
stuff.
some
What is
blue
that,
chew.
Gray? What is
Oh,
that?
look it up, man. Honey packets, man. They get you pricked up.
Oh shit, man. Oh fuck. We
Gray's
lost Gray,
just like
everyone.
what is it like? I just have caviar on deck because it gets you going. What is it? Caviar? What's that fish one that does it?
Caviar.
Oysters, but I think
Oysters.
caviar,
There you go. Yeah.
It gets
Caviar
the
probably
moisture
does it
onto
too.
I think.
The fuck? Oh, I wasn't frozen. I thought I was frozen. This girl's pretty hot. This girl is trying to like hit on me right now. What the world?
Emily, you're correct. Smoking is a bad habit. I only sadly switched to vapes, but what was fun was when I did smoke. Like I knew how to do the magic trick to make a cigarette disappear and reappear. That actually worked in bars all the time, especially because it's dark. Man, great magic trick. Easy magic trick to learn too. If you smoke cigarettes, learn how to do the disappearing cigarette trick. It's a good opener. You'd be surprised.
What in the world? Okay, give me 1 second. Let me reply to this girl really quickly. She's hitting on me a lot.
Well, Gray, when MSK is done lying, we can get back to the normal conversation.
For sure. We just have to wait for him to, finish entering his credit card number into the chat bot or whatever. She's messaging him for real. All she needs are those digits.
$3 a minute doesn't pay for itself. So
How dare you? What do you mean? First of all, if I want to have sex with girls, it's not that hard. I just don't try because I'm celibate. Her ass is
Well, that's the crazy part. Is that part you are right about? It is not that hard, which is why we always wonder why you got to lie about it, because it's not hard.
that's awesome.
You are a great host. I don't understand why you had issues with that guy earlier.
I
Was
never
such
have issues with
a
guys,
giving and caring host. No, there was 2 minutes. Don't think you lasted that long earlier.
Oh God. Okay.
You're one-on-one with the dude.
Dinosaurs and bowls of the hyper.
The
trip.
funniest part is like when Gray was watching it and it cut off at 2 minutes. He's like, oh, "Okay, it'll be back in like a minute," because that's just how all your streams normally go. And then when it didn't, he was like, "What is happening?"
That's the thing is that never happened.
Why doesn't this happen to us? No.
I literally only do streams in one shot, and that's it. And I never miss my opportunity blow. Wait a minute. That's not how that goes. Chloe says Raz as in the best 3D platformer character. Raz Putin.
All the dinosaur. So much dinosaur.
So much dinosaur. I can't. Last Comic Fan really fucked me over with that one. Oh my God. I went full retard on that one. Literally, I never have once lost my brain until he baited me with that bait comment. Oh my goodness, dude. Holy fuck. But hopefully he feels better too. He has some stomach issues this past weekend. Is the girl trying to riz you up in the room with us right now? No, because if she was, I would throw her literally out of the house and off the roof. Oh, someone's whose mic was that? Oh, it's
It's
Cyphex.
Gray. No, Gray's mic is a little fuzzy.
Yeah, you're like
Is it?
airing in. Yeah, it's not all the time. It's
When you go to talk, it's normally fine, but every now and then it does that like.
yeah, you're getting air in there. Are you it's like your
Not all the time, but every now and then it's like something's too close or something.
your wife is blowing you
Shitty.
under the desk right now?
Not currently, no.
Yeah, shit. That's why your camera's off. I caught on to you, man. See? I know where it's
Mainly
going.
just because it's your show, man.
Yeah, it's we're at this point in the world where everything can work the way it's supposed to, guys. That's where we're at now. We have quality content and a consistent short time frame, and we all can work together to get everything we want. No,
Sure.
but hey, Brave New World that just came out really did honestly fucking destroy the MCU. It literally made the MCU and put it back where it needed to be. That could be considered the best MCU movie of all time. I'm not kidding. It's certainly a movie, Captain America Brave New World is better than Winter Soldier, Civil War, Iron Man, Doctor Strange, No Way Home, Deadpool Wolverine. And if you don't believe me,
fan of it, but it's not the worst one out there.
it's the best movie of all time. Great. It's better than Jaws and The Thing. It's better than The Descendant. It's better than Scream. It's better than every movie ever made. It's gonna make Captain Bravillion dollars at the box office.
Yeah, Captain Blafrican definitely lived up to its name, but geez, Brave New World. If that's the new world we're going into, like, I would rather get hit by one of the missiles he was surfing on. Like, what is this?
That's a Brave New World right there. The plot that it's so disjointed, you don't even know what the original plot was originally. Hey, that's the thing is, I never ever, stop a stream. That's never happened, honestly. Oh my God, she responded. Hold on, give me a.
I think he was more amazed than anything.
Oh yeah, it seems like again a first time celebration. Like, what is gotten to this step? Oh my God, what now?
And he's probably contemplating if she's like actively retarded. And it's like, wait a minute, she responded. Oh God.
But she is Asian, so they do have very small eyes. So I don't know if they can see properly.
You ever seen
That
that
could explain
movie?
why she's still talking to you.
You ever seen that movie Sex Drive, where those dudes are just like, "Hey, you
Oh,
want
yeah.
you want to party? You want to party?" And then at the end, she's like, "Yeah, I want to party." They're like, "You do want to party?" And they just roll the window up. That's just MSK all the time.
Oh God!
So did she take the deposit then?
I didn't pay her. We're already friends on Facebook, so it's free
Oh my God, it's
exchanging of
official.
messages.
Good job.
There you go. It's Facebook official. That's how it works now. You sure she's not a bot? Tell her to say potato. Chloe, that's weird. Oh my goodness. Chloe, am I your type? Because I'm a black guy, tall, rich, successful, good looking,
Tall?
successful.
What do you consider tall? 5 foot? What's tall?
I'm 5'9". Isn't that like average height?
Yeah, you're about
Well,
as
below
tall to
average.
play, the black elf in Rings of Power. So, a hobbit.
Gosh. Oh Lord, man. Yep, that's where we're at currently at this point now, guys.
Don Lemonloss, that was his name, right?
Don Lemonade from CNN, the best.
Don Lemonloss. Sorry.
Oh shoot, God, my dad is Don Lemon. He's the greatest CNN hoster of all time. He's black and gay, and takes it in the butt.
I believe you.
No, he does. He's very, very homosexual.
No,
Just-
that would be your dad somehow.
Like, holy crap. No, Don Lemon is fucking trash. Bet she's from Michigan. No, I don't know what she does, honestly. Probably some egg roll ching chong shit. Whatever the hell she does. Honestly, at this point. Like, do you guys ever fall into the trap of like watching Facebook and Instagram reels of girls doing retarded stuff like dancing? I've never did it. I've never watched them do stupid dances.
I've done the doom scrolling thing, but never on that kind of content.
Gosh, man. There was one where, oh, fucking hell. That girl, Sophie Reed, apparently she was telling people how much she made on OnlyFans. A guy apparently paid her $4 million. Like, what are you doing? Who pays $4 million to just fucking interact with women? That's crazy. Like, literally, these girls are getting money just for existing. Just for existing. Come on, man. I know we can do better than that.
You could just hit a regular Taco Tuesday out here in LA somewhere and find like 6 girls there. No problem. Like,
Golly,
cheap
man.
margaritas, cheap tacos, you're already in. Like, it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Now, if you drop $4 million there, then you're just retarded. Like, you might as well just buy the building at that point. I don't know.
Yeah. We're at this point now where literally, Gray, I could ask you for your whole paycheck. That way I could literally be a tier 1 Amaranth sub. Well, tier 3. I gotta be tier 3 for Amaranth. I might just have her sit on my face, Gray. Could you please provide that for me? I think he left me.
Well, I mean, so normally I do support some charity, but I don't know, man. I gotta think that there's needier people out there. You're already a level 1 sub to her. Just send in a couple super chats. She'll say your name. Isn't that all you've ever wanted?
I don't think Gray actually supports bland Tifa, but
You guys are insane, honestly, at this point. Oh gosh, man. But no, we're at this point now where existing in the world is no longer good enough. We must fight back, guys. Let's literally put on war gear like the old Spartans back in the day and go out and fight with Russia against Ukraine. Come on, man. Let's take a first-class trip on the airplane over to Russia. Let's have some fun with Mr. Vladimir Putin. You guys with me? We could be the 3 Musketeers. Come on.
I'm good on the 14-hour flight, dude. Pass.
Damn. For free? Team Russia. MSK can do Dermy level if he would. Yeah. Oh, man. I could have. Well, yeah. I can't really have a one-on-one with
I'd go to
Dermy.
Ukraine to those party districts, like those parties that they're showing that are happening out there because they're in a war-torn country.
Yeah.
There's like nothing but fine women out there. It's crazy.
But we were talking earlier about the meetup and shit. I'm gonna vlog it. I have the vlog from last year's meetup. I'm gonna upload before we go to the one this year. Hopefully when I'm in Vegas, I'm able to go to like the clubs and see the girls, and then the girls come out and I can ask them questions and go crazy out there with a cameraman. You know, Sci-Fi's gonna be the cameraman, walk to a girl, and I'm gonna be like, hey, yo, where would you like a guy to leave it at? Just crazy like that. Or like, when'd you lose your virginity? Stuff like that, you know? Would that work? No?
I mean, to get like harassment
are you,
charges and to
are
get
you
your ass jumped. Yeah.
approachable at all? Like, when's the last time a woman actually approached you? Come on.
Women approaching me? You out of your fucking mind? I don't think I've
No, I think I was asking a pretty logical question to go along with your illogical idea.
Oh God, man. No, not many women actually approach me. And now that I think of it, unless it's like, well, work related. And they're
Surprising.
I could never guess why. Not at all.
I'm not the guy that just naturally has that gravitas to attract women. I don't have it. Other guys do. I don't. You know, it's one of those things where I've never had it.
You're saying you really had to work hard for that Riz Master status?
Yeah, it takes a long time to get that Riz Master status. You got to put in the days, the hours. You got to put in the work, man. Oh, gosh. It's just one of those things where, like, if you want girls and you're someone like me, you just got to go out and talk to them. That's really all you got to do. Because girls aren't willingly approaching me. This is how that works. And to be fair, that's like it for most guys. Most guys are not going to have girls that talk to them.
If I was able to bet on that in Vegas, I would absolutely bet on no women approaching you in Vegas. Yes. I would.
Oh, come on. They're never going to pay on those odds.
What about when Tiny will walk up to me and ask me to hook up with her after the party's
From
over?
what I'm seeing, it doesn't seem like Tiny really walks much. So I would also take the odds that she doesn't do that.
Yeah. Also, I don't know, man. Are we counting fantasies that happen only in your head?
She said.
What happened, Gray?
Sorry.
So we're counting fantasies that happen only inside your head?
Oh, no, I've never thought about doing that because I have standards, obviously. But hypothetically speaking, if she was like, hey, MSK, I need you to come back to my hotel room to, put it in me. If a guy's feeling a stiffy coming on, it's like, what do we do? I'm going to last like a good 5 minutes. So it's going to be a good time. Sci-Fax agrees. He's like, I've seen MSK in action. He's got it.
Dude, I like even like your fantasy stuff is so sad. Like it's just
even in his fantasy, the stopwatch starts the second she walked up to him. Oh,
like
that's 5 minutes.
You still aim for the bottom. Like, not saying Tiny's the bottom. I'm just saying like where your fantasy goes to. It's like, yeah, maybe there's a girl out there desperate enough to sleep with me, and then I'm gonna get some. Like, how is that where the hell you're going?
It'll be 5 whole minutes.
Oh God! Did you ask for days off work yet? Well, that's the thing is I need to know when it is so I can, because I have to be able to get it arranged in a way where I have enough free time to go. That's just really all it is, honestly.
I was saying like definitely watch F&T either this Friday or next Friday. I almost guarantee one of these ones will be when they release it. Like what they'll release that little RSVP list.
Yeah.
Just because if it's when I'm thinking it's gonna be the last weekend of March, and they usually do it about a month out to give people time. So we'll see. We will see. But I would assume this week and next
month. Yeah, the reason why you have to give people a month is because you have to give them time to save up money, potentially take the days off, ask for them to get like time off from work and all that stuff. So it needs to be literally a month in advance.
And the further out too, it's like say if you're flying in or whatever, like you get better prices and stuff. Yeah.
One day you'll find a deaf, blind, and mute girlfriend. I did see a deaf girl.
Well, last to be fair, they could still run though, so I think you need to add at least one more disability into that.
Oh Lord Jesus! I met a deaf girl not too long ago, like last Sunday. She had a black, apparently, I don't know if that was her brother or kid. She had a light-skinned black kid, and I couldn't talk to her. Her brother. She was just
because a girl's sitting there doing this doesn't make her deaf, man. She's just giving you the international.
I think she asked me, "Was I good?" But like, what if I can't do sign language. So what was I supposed to do, like gang signs to her? And I was saying like, no, I'm good, but she couldn't hear me. So I was like, okay, I'm just retarded. I'm talking to a deaf chick. She didn't look that bad, but it's like, how do you date a deaf girl? I'm not about to learn that sign language bullshit. You know, all I know is, are you gonna do dick sucking noises on me, which is pretty much good to go from there. No.
You could do your own sound effects. You know the action well.
Chaz, where the hoes at? Well, damn. Like I finished in that girl about an hour before we started streaming, and then I might have another girl come over tonight if I'm feeling it, because I had to get a lot of content done and edited. Because we were going to do topics tonight, but I realized to myself, there's already so much content I have to edit and put out now. It's like piling on more. Probably just do these topics like fucking, you know, later on this week on Saturday, or we'll just do them on Monday coming up, honestly. So, but no, yeah, that's pretty much it. Just want to just get the F&T meetup confirmation week so I can take the days off, so I can tell them what I'm doing, so I can get that all planned out. But, you know, I'm going to go there, have some sex with some girls. You know, maybe I'll have a few threesomes. Like the last time I went back to my hotel room, and Amaranth was in the casino, and she was, you know, trying to rizz me up, and she was like, "Hey, yo, dude, I need your fat BBC and my tight pink pussy." And I was like, "Okay, let's just go upstairs and have some fun." So it definitely proves that.
It happened while you were in Vegas, or you just dreamed about it now? I don't quite understand. When in the time frame did this happen? Because I mean, this clearly isn't reality.
I literally don't even beat off when I'm in Vegas. I literally just hold it all in. I back my flow up.
I would hope not, considering you were just asking if you want to share a room with another dude. Like,
never happened.
Never happened. Nobody believes you. You know that. No, man. You can't go 5 minutes.
What do you mean? No.
I mean, you have to mute your stream and look at your second screen like 2 or 3 times a stream.
I'm not looking at my second screen. You're crazy, man.
Well, not currently.
Hold on. Oh, because we didn't do topics tonight, I have to name this stream something special. What am I going to call it, guys? Give me a random name. Give me something.
What am I calling it?
I can't call it that. Were you on hallucinogens when she said that? Like she literally said, "I need you to break my." God, you guys don't know how wild these women are in Vegas, man. Like literally, she asked me to break her up, break her walls, give her so many back shots. Her legs don't, you know, work in the morning. You know, she wanted me to use the pink stuff on her. You guys have never used the pink stuff to clean your stove and your sink and your toilet, you know?
You could just call it Lies and Crimes, the MSK story.
Oh, God. Jeez. So that's the thing, too, is if I bring a hot girl out there and me and her have a room together, and I bring Syfax in there with us, and then I have Syfax have sex with her in front of me, and I watch, what would that make me?
The same guy that you are right now. A dude who's living in a fantasy world, who's calling his pillow a hot girl.
Just as delusional as you're acting right now.
Are you saying you can't perform in front of other men if they're watching?
I would prefer not to.
And there would have to be another man there. I mean, MSK, you do not qualify for that.
Oh, it's true. No, if she's going to open up and spread her walls to you, it's like, you know, might as well take it down. Walls are meant to be broken into and destroyed. Right, Gray? Fist bump, bro.
Don't think that's the purpose of a wall. It's generally to hold up some sort of roof structure. But, you know, or to hang up your posters.
Oh, that's what I could call this stream. I'm going to call it Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Huh. It seems fitting.
There we go. That's all the name. That's just the name. Kentucky Fried Chicken is the show name. That's what we got going on here, boys. But, you know, in all honesty, I hope things can get more uncovered with our government, because they are literally pieces of garbage. I'm going to print out most wanted flyers with MSK's face and send it to James so he can post it all over the meetup spot. That would be very bad. Lies, you get no sex. Not true. I had sex with Lennon and Carla last night at their house. I pulled out within about 5 minutes, honestly, because, you know, you can't leave it inside of them. That would be very dangerous, honestly. So Syfax wanted to play the Black Jesus thing. Oh my god,
Dude,
jeez.
it's not getting me the picture. That's so stupid.
What do you mean? What happened?
So there's this funny picture that actually goes along with exactly what you're talking about, but when you click on it, it sends it to some random dude.
Oh god, man. Holy shit. Let me
MSK
go
seems down with that.
change. Let me go
Okay,
change
here
the
we go.
title of the stream. So if you guys are watching the stream live, I'm gonna change the title in about 1 second.
There you go. there's your chair for Vegas.
My chair. Oh
Yeah,
god.
the Reddit link. The
The
other
Yeah, that
the other
looks
one
fine.
sends it to some random dude.
The executive couch. They do have those. Randomly, they have like full-blown desks in these hotel rooms. It's like you're about to be in these rooms for like a day or two. Why in the world would you have a chair there? It's like, oh my god.
Some people sit to tie their shoes, but you can use it for a different reason. I know you don't have bed privileges, MSK, so it's nice that they set a little something out for you.
No, never, never. Like I would, I don't know, watching another dude fuck a girl, like, no, why would I do that? That's like literally weirdo shit. You know? I'm not a
Isn't that
weirdo
just
or a loser.
porn?
Yeah, okay, you got me there. But it's not like I'm actively watching them. I'm mostly watching her. You know? You feel me? You feel where I'm coming from? Are you going to get Carla to be your wing woman for the meetup? No, they wouldn't be invited at all. They had their chance last year to go, but they ruined it, honestly. Also earlier today, I know I didn't freaking promote the movie review that we kind of did for Captain America Brave New World. So since we're gonna be doing like movie projects for movie franchises, like with the MCU and Scream, as me and Cyphex talked about, usually if a new movie comes out and I haven't got a chance to actually talk about most of the movies before that, the way that I work around that is essentially what you're getting isn't really a review. It's more like a general criticism or positive reaction to the movie or whatever people say. I'll say commentary. It's like more of a commentary about the movie. So you got that with Captain America Brave New World. You guys seem to like that video, but how many Captain America videos have I put out in the last like few days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like so I have to release one more Captain America Brave New World video before the week 2 box office results come in. Like there's no other movies to go and see. There's that movie called the one with Woody Harrelson that looks kind of interesting. It's called Last Breath or something. That one I might go see. That's like the only other movie I'm seeing.
The movie I'm going to see tomorrow is called The Monkey, which is a horror movie that has comedy in it. Like DA was saying, it's kind of more of a comedy horror, and I was like, okay, that sounds good. And then on Friday,
good.
Yeah, Friday, I'm think I'm going to do a stream talking about it, and a friend of mine that I usually go to the movies with, like he does editing for Paramount, and his dad works for Paramount. Like his dad actually did the movie Halloween Resurrection. What's the one with LL Cool J?
Oh, that's
H2O.
H2O.
H2O. Yeah.
So his dad did that movie, and so now he kind of does some editing for Paramount every now and then. And he was like, dude, you do all this streaming stuff. Let me jump on. And he wants to possibly talk about it. I'm not sure for sure he's going to do it, but we'll get on and talk about it.
Dude, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, should be fun.
I hope The Monkey is good.
I hope it's fun. The trailers have, like, there's some pretty bad dialogue in those trailers, but I'm hoping it's not like that the whole movie.
I mean, it's based on a Stephen King short story, but they definitely expanded it and went into their own world with it.
Stephen King
did.
The
dude who did Long Legs, so it's gonna at least have a mood to it.
Yeah, Long Legs was kind of all right. Which, if nobody's seen that yet, I believe it's on either HBO or Prime right now. It's on one of the, or is it Hulu? It might be Hulu. I don't know. It's on one of the streaming sites right now for free. Or if you have that subscription, I can't remember which one it's on. I want to say HBO. That seems right.
You mean Max?
Max, whatever, same difference.
So stupid.
one
What a
dude.
It was
dumb
it was
name,
called
man.
it was called HBO for freaking 40 some odd years, man.
I don't know why they ever
whatever,
took the
like,
HBO
yeah.
branding away. It was called HBO Max, which is a cool name. That's a very cool name for a streaming service. And they were just, we're just going to call it Max. That's the stupidest name
which is
ever.
dumb because like it's a dumb thing to have to Google. It's like it's the same thing with typing in X. Like every time I hit X on like my computer
Yeah,
has
yeah.
literally zero porn on it. I've made sure to not do anything on
Same
my
here.
computer. But every
Yeah.
time I just hit X, I'm always wondering like, is anything gonna pop up that I accidentally clicked on? Because I'm like, that's the start of many bad websites.
True. Yeah.
Nobody believes you, MSK. We know that your computer is filthy.
No, I've never looked at porn on my computer. I only look at porn on my phone. I don't want to damage my computer.
Dude, you have it
with
as like a
porn.
background regularly on here.
No, I took that away. I've been going to church more often, you know?
Sure. But Walter's got a point. Stephen King, he does have a scary look to himself. Some would argue that he's one of the scarier parts of Creepshow.
So I've read, I want to say roughly every Stephen King book because when I grew up,
Nice.
like I lived with my grandma and she had like she was on some type of list where they would send out whatever new Stephen King book. It was like one of her favorite authors. And so I would read a bunch of them. And that guy cannot end a book to save his fucking life. Like all the endings to those books, in my opinion, are pretty shit. There's a couple okay ones out there, but most of them are just bad, man. Like even his cocaine days, not that great. But overall, the stories are usually pretty decent.
Yeah.
Overall.
Mhm.
But man, that
It
guy,
does seem like the end is where he fumbles it, but man,
Yeah,
there's some really
every
cool
time.
premises.
yeah. Even like you ever read The Dark Tower? That one's pretty good.
Yes. I didn't make it all the way through. I need to finish that series, but man, it's really awesome.
The ending is kind
Kind of
of
a slow start to it.
controversial, like a lot of his stuff, but it still works. It still works. But like the Gunslinger, just that book alone is good. That first one,
Yes.
and the
Yeah,
Wolves
they
of Kala.
did him so dirty with the Dark Tower one. It's like I like
Oh
Idris
my
Elba.
God.
I mean, he doesn't exactly strike me as a Clint Eastwood, but
He's not.
also,
He's not Roland, but whatever.
I dig McConaughey, but man, that movie, no bueno.
I would have believed McConaughey more as Roland. Just make
that
him more
worked.
gruff. Yeah, make him more gruff and stuff. Yeah, whatever. But yeah,
You guys know
MSK?
reading books is gay, right?
What do you think of the Dark Tower, MSK?
So that was
You're
so girl
into,
told me they wanted to climb my dark tower, you know, earlier this week. So I feel good about that, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hmm.
Sure.
I mean, he did he's the guy that wrote the the Black Phone book,
Nope.
right?
Nope.
Who wrote that one?
Black Phone dude. I don't know.
It was the movie with
Yeah.
the fucking
He has a movie that's based on like a phone call called The Cell or whatever.
no, I'm pretty sure it's Stephen King.
Is it The
What's
Cell? Yeah, I think it's The Cell.
So what's the Black Phone bit based off of?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure the
Okay.
Black Phone was
Joe
based off-
Hill. Joe Hill is his son. He wrote it. So that is a
okay.
connection. But no, he did not do it.
Okay. That's why. Yeah, okay. You're right. You're right. I generally thought he wrote this. It felt like some of his work, honestly. But the Black Phone apparently is getting a sequel. It's supposed to be coming out this year in October.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to do a sequel to that, but
It has to
Yeah.
use like a
Kind
whole
of movie.
different cast. It has to have a whole different cast. There's no way they could do it with the same cast. That wouldn't work. Has to be a whole different
Yeah,
killer.
definitely
too.
not the
Stefan
same
King.
cast. But they could
Walter cut that
do.
too.
This never happened. I said Stephen. Oh my god, you guys are trolling me. I never said these things. It's okay.
MSK just blackifying everything. Yeah, Stephangius King over here. Like,
But Emily has a point. Maximum Overdrive is awesome. A buddy of mine just watched it. He's like, it does not hold up. But in my mind, it's
it's a
great.
fun
It's Emilio
throwaway movie.
Estevez. Trucks,
Yeah.
man. AC/DC. It's great.
it's a good
AC.
throwaway movie. I mean, there's a lot of good 80s, 90s movies that are, if you try to rewatch them now, they're cheesy as hell, but there's some good stuff in them. Like,
There's some of them I can't go back to. It's just, it lives in a good place in my mind. I don't think I can watch that one again. I remember it being okay.
I see it on random apps and stuff all the time, and I'm like, I'm not gonna rewatch this. I remember liking it when I was a kid. I don't need to see it again now to ruin that.
Oh yeah. Okay. Like, I don't know. I like the Black Phone movie. I thought it was pretty good. But
yeah, Black Phone was good. It was fun. Or,
do you
well,
remember
fun,
that
but
movie?
It was well done.
You remember that movie Crawl, which was directed by Alexandra Aja? That's apparently
the one with the alligators.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell is Crawl? Fair enough. When I hear Crawl, I don't think of gators, but is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's supposed to be development. So I mean, the first Crawl
no Sharknado.
I don't think Crawl was bad. I just think the acting was bad. Everything else about it's good. The actors
I like that actress when she was in that UK show. What was it called? Skins. She's from Skins, and she was good back then. But I was also the same age as her back then, so I was like, oh, that chick's cute. Now that she's older, she's still cute, but she's not a very good actress.
Yeah, I like the setting. Honestly, I like everything about it. The problem here was basically the main leading actress she didn't have any gravitas. She had no leading female character, to her. Felt like the dad character was better, honestly, and he was the main.
We get it. You like the male characters?
Yes, the males are better at it. Just pointing out. Well, her name. Oh yeah, Kaya Scoldario or whatever her fucking name is. Honestly,
I'm sure that was it. Pretty sure you hit that perfectly. Hey MSK, do you see WZ's comment at all? Can you read that one?
MSK say hyperbole. That's what I.
Perfect.
You guys are trolling me. I literally meant it the way you thought it. I don't know why you guys thought that I didn't mean it the way I said it. Honestly. Oh no, it did very well at the box office. Actually, the budget for it was only like about 15 million. It took in 91 million at the box office. So I don't know how much marketing they put into that movie, but it looks like they made a lot of money on it. Yeah, simple premise. Honestly, what's the last thing about? I want to review Crawl. It's a movie that I do want to review. Honestly, let me see. Maybe I need to rewatch it. I watched it already. A nice little rewatch would do very good.
MSK, did you watch the Hyperbole?
The Hyperbole. The Super Bowl happened, so I'm pretty sure the Hyperbole will come out later on this year.
MSK seems like he's more into Super Bowls, as in like his Hyper Bowl is a Super Bowl, but the kind you smoke. That's about it.
Okay, so apparently Crawl 2 is supposed to be coming out this year. But we've literally heard nothing about it, honestly. So that's kind of our last.
I mean, I just heard about it, so I heard a little something.
Crawl 2, crawl faster.
God, if I was trapped under a house with a girl, I'd be like, "Hey, can we have sex before we dive? Because alligators are gonna eat us." Like, come on, help a homie out, kind of thing.
Speaking of helping a homie out, would you mind reading WZ's last comment?
Oh yeah, sir. You can definitely pronounce that, right?
Yeah.
Hip hoppopotamus? No.
Oh shit. Fuck my pussy, man. Oh god, dude. Yeah. Well, that's kind of where we're at now with movies. We're going to do a lot more movie reviews here. I've been saying that for a while, but we are going to do it. I don't know if I could literally watch movies by myself without streaming it, but I stream it because it's like gaming. Why would I game without streaming it? You can make content out of it, That's why I always do it. But, I got to bring women over.
Reaction.
I got to bring the women over, man. The women have been really trying to bang me. They've been trying to make my butt just get pounded, honestly. And it's not working, I'm very, very heterosexual. Having sex with women is gay.
As you can see by the massive influx of women that come to this channel, I can tell you're just killing it, dude.
God, we'll get Tiny back, guys. Don't worry. I can convince her to come back. But that's the thing is, I like it when more guys are just here,
Dude, isn't she in enough pain? Isn't she just constantly in enough pain, dude? Come on.
Yeah, she's suffered enough, sir.
Like, we always have better conversations when we have guys here, and usually after the streams, guys don't message me about how the show went. They usually know it went pretty good. We kind of move on about our days, and we just meet up again the following week, you know? Wait, the women are trying to pound your butt? Yeah, they were trying to
People
open up my
message you after
walls.
the stream. Shit, like
Yeah, they're like, damn, I want to get on here and talk movies and talk about all my great experiences in life. I want to offer you clout. Man, it's crazy.
What were you doing with those hand gestures there when you said want to offer you? That was odd, sir. I don't know if that was a subliminal thing. You might want to watch the playback on that.
I did ask Zia Anderson what it tastes like in one of her recent photos that she uploaded
Your
to Twitter.
camera just heard what you were saying. Oh, damn it.
Oh, God. How much do I have to pay you to read books and record it? I need audiobooks by MSK.
yeah, dude. You could
That
start
would be
with
kinda fun.
like something really intricate and vast, and probably around your level, like Dr. Seuss or something.
Ooh, I don't know, man. They've got some interesting names. I'm not sure if he's quite to that level yet.
That's true.
She has an
Drop us some
OnlyFans.
red fish, blue fish. Just do it. Just try it.
She has an OnlyFans. Oh my God, man. Fucking hell, dude. Like, I would subscribe, but I'm not a loser, so I'm not doing that.
Yeah, just so anybody knows, you don't have to do that. You just type in their name and type OF free afterwards. You can get all of it for free. It doesn't matter which one.
Oh, yeah.
Have fun with that information, by the way.
Looks like you might have just blown MSK's mind.
He's like, I could have saved
1,000
thousands of dollars.
Yeah. Forget that IRS refund. Man, he could have had so much of his take-home pay. But they wouldn't have been able to read your name, MSK. That's one thing you can't get for free.
These pictures look fantastic, honestly. They're great. There's a lot of greatness to them. Wow. Interesting. Yeah. I would never.
I'm just gonna end the stream now for no particular reason.
I was just start gooning.
I may or may not have acquired some new information that I need to really look into here.
It's like that episode of Family Guy where Quagmires was into internet porn. Yeah, just watching some of that internet porn. He just locked himself in his house for 2 days. Just
comes back, his arm is all jacked.
Man, old Family Guy that shit hit so hard. Go back and watch those older episodes. It was so fucking funny. Oh God. I'm going to tell James about the idea. $100 for chapter 1 of Harry Potter. Harry Potter literally is for losers. If you read that, you're a fucking loser. Harry Potter was for nerds who couldn't get laid.
Says the guy who plays gay ass Yu-Gi-Oh, but okay.
Whoa. Yu-Gi-Oh's not gay. That's where you get the chads at. What are you talking about?
I mean, it's no Hufflepuff.
All right.
MSK looks like he's built like a Hufflepuff, so yeah, maybe you're right.
Yeah, he gives off. Yeah, you're right. Hufflepuff works. I was going to say he gives off Neville vibes, but he's no Longbottom.
MSK is about to do so much research after this stream. That's kind of true. I have to go have sex with girls. I have to go get all this content clipped and edited. Earlier today we dropped that commentary review on Captain America: Brave New World. Well, it was a great review. It was good. It's just I haven't shared it in the Facebook groups that I normally do, so I'm gonna have to go and do that later on tomorrow, and then I'll release the other videos that we have. We did a lot of good content on those Iron Man podcast episodes before I ended that show. So I still have to upload clips from that show up too. So a little bit behind, but it's okay. The comic book channel is going great. A lot of you guys know I'm a fucking genius when it comes to comic books now. So I'm absolutely just on another level of a human being compared to your existences. I'm so smart at this point. I've just evolved my brain past normal human possible capabilities.
Definitely not a normal human.
Yep. So yeah, we had a great show tonight. Laid back, chill, bro talk with the dudes. Cyphex had a great time. He was like, man, MSK, you know how to talk really, really great. It's like, MSK, you really know how to make a conversation.
I mean,
He's like,
he did say you were kind of articulate before the stream started, but I don't think the audience heard that.
yeah, Cyfax is like, MSK, you sure know how to hold a conversation, buddy. And I'll get you a girl for your birthday. It's like, thanks, man. Fist bump.
Yes, that's definitely the conversations that go on behind the scenes, and it's definitely not more of this, but with way harsher words. Nothing like it at all.
God, man. WZ said, glad you didn't waste anyone's time today. True. Yeah, I never would do that ever. I don't end streams 5 minutes, about a minute in. I didn't end a 40-minute stream on Monday. Never happened, obviously. I value everyone's time. And, the shows have been amazing. They've been great, honestly. There were ones where I had to kind of pull it back when I knew it was not going to be good. And I managed to basically be the Tom Brady of the show, honestly. And that's what I'm supposed to be. Tom Brady around here. 7 trophies.
And you do seem like someone adept at deflating balls, but
Mm-hmm.
You're calling me an inflatriate?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Gamer chick. Oh, that lady's weird, man. She that's a weird lady. Oh, crazy broad. But maybe I asked a few girls to be on. We'll see if they come on. Girls are always the weirdest ones to come on, man. Oh, good Lord, man.
Do you think by any chance it's because they've watched your content and then responded?
No.
They think
They
that
watched
has
the content.
anything to do with it?
They watch the content and they're like, I need to be on now at this point. That's how it should go.
It's pretty safe to say they've never seen the show if they're responding to him at all. So, no, it's just the awkward that he makes every conversation into.
You can check your analytics and see how many women watch. And when it's in the negatives, that's not a good thing, dude. You need to.
I need only dudes watching.
Back.
Guys are better at watching the content than women. Women are such low IQ morons. I don't even want to bother myself with them anymore. I'm retired from women. I told Gray that, and I'm sticking by my
You should
gun.
definitely, anytime you hit a woman up to be in your stream, send them that clip that you just made right there. Somebody clip that and send it to them, and just
Don't do that.
be like, see, this is the kind of stuff that you'll get on here, because
I'm not
that's
sure
how much I would appreciate your company.
But MSK has officially retired from women. So, yeah, it's official now. He made that announcement on Monday.
Yeah, I am retired. I am not dealing with women bullshit anymore. I am officially done. I tried to do it one last time, and I was like, you know what? I can do better than this. That's how it.
Now he's just hanging with the boys.
Yeah, just hanging with the guys, and guys always treat me so well. They know and understand me to the point where it's like, yeah, guys get me, and guys always do me the best. I know it sounds kind of gay out of context. I get it, but
no matter the context.
Oh gosh, man. All right, Gray, what do you have planned coming up that you want to let the audience know about?
Well, I do have some planned dental work coming up next week. I'm thinking Monday, Wednesday, whatever time you need to start the show, it'll be about that time. But other than that, the Thinkers every Thursday morning. It's people from like 4 different countries getting together, possibly 4 continents, getting together and disagreeing about everything. Over on That Darn Kidda's channel, I'm sure there's a theme. Don't know it. Join us in the morning. Listen to some people with weird accents yell at each other. It's great. Come on over. That's about all I got going on. Other than that, videos drop soon. Cyfax, what you got going on, sir?
Tomorrow I will be on Hold My Dual Shocks Fan Rant Thursday. Probably usually they start, I believe it's 4:30 Pacific time. They're central, that fake time zone. So some bullshit hour. No, I believe it's 4:30 Pacific time. And then I'll go see The Monkey tomorrow night. And then I'll be on the DA stream tomorrow night around 10, maybe a little after 10, depending on how long the movie goes. And then Friday, I plan to do a stream talking about The Monkey. Probably won't be talking about The Monkey on the DA stream. I think maybe he's seen it. I'm not sure. Or no. He said he's seen it, but he probably won't have it as a topic. And then I'm not sure. I guess Saturday back here. And then Sunday, I think be talking about Severance with Hold My Dual Shock again. yeah, so just streams, maybe do a video on the monkey. I don't know. I got to figure out what I want to do content wise, because I don't mind just doing the movie reviews, but I want to find something else. I just haven't figured it out yet. So that's about it.
Yeah, man. You just got to just find that lane that you really want to just stick to and go for it. Keep in mind, as with content creation, if you, I don't know, it's weird on YouTube. They want you to just stick with one niche forever and just grow that way.
That's why certain channels have, like, Geeks and Gamers has like 6 or 7 channels that each has a different thing. But it's like, I kind of want to. I want to be able to address any and everything. That would be more. That would be better, but then it divides your audience or whatever. And I'm like, well, I don't have much of an audience right now. They have 130 something subscribers, and when I do a stream, I get maybe 10 people. Like,
I would say it's not a bad idea. Like, if you wanted to do, I mean, you could do it very similar to how I did with the comic book channel. No, people weren't really. They didn't. I would say this just from the views and everything. They didn't care if I made comic book content around here or Yu-Gi-Oh content. So I would just make channels for that stuff, because it just. If you want to go watch that over there, you have that opportunity over there. I would say if you want to talk about anime, just make a channel just talking about anime, honestly. Because then, people that would want to watch your anime content are just going to go over there. And keep in mind, it's only going to take like the day to set up the channel anyway. And it's content you would have, it's not going to take that long. It's just, if you build it up right now, while you're already building up the other one with movies, it'll grow at the same time anyway. But then again, you're not like that interesting. You're kind of like, a white guy, so you kind of have to use me for clout.
What the hell are you talking about, man? You needed him here so that there's actually personality on your stream. Come
on. Whoa. You're saying I didn't bring that personality?
I'm saying we're still waiting. All we hear is, what would you call this? Vulgarity, not really personality.
I'm not vulgar. I'm just introspective. No, I'm just kidding.
Sure. But no, that's about it that I have going on, at least for this week. And then
okay.
I don't know. Hopefully we find out about what's going on with the Vegas trip. I'm hoping Friday with the Friday Night Tight stuff.
That'd be cool. I hope
I want to get it locked in and find out exactly when to expect the stuff,
Yeah, I would like for them to announce it so we can fucking, know when to take the days off and all that stuff.
Make all the arrangements to get out there and shit. Yeah.
But yeah, I just would want them to announce it sooner than later, because we have to plan for everything and hopefully can get certain days off and all that shit. And I gotta plan for like the girls I'm gonna see out there, because they want to see me and they want to have sex, and it's like, well, I'm only gonna last like a good 10 minutes with you, and I gotta go to the other girl, Right. Wait, does MSK think he's the draw on this show? I thought he was just a DEI hire.
I mean, we're working on getting rid of him.
It is cutting it close. I mean, if it's not this week, no, Cyphex is right. It would have to be this week, because February's over after this.
Yeah, they would give you about 1 month, but usually they do it in April. The thing is for the last 3 or 4 years now, they've done it around CinemaCon. And if you look at CinemaCon, they're doing CinemaCon earlier this year than they normally do. They're doing it like I want to say April 2nd or 3rd or something. And they usually do it the week of. So whatever that Wednesday is beforehand is usually when they do it. It's just about 2 to 3 weeks earlier than it normally is. So if they've been going off what they do or how they've been doing it, then technically it'll be like the last weekend of March or the last week of March. But if they do it how they've been doing it the last couple of years and they say, screw the CinemaCon stuff, they might still do it middle of April, but hopefully they'll have an announcement.
Yes, and as you guys, for me, I have to just basically put out the content that we've already did. So you can always just expect consistent content in a shorter time frame, content we've already doing on the MSK show. There's going to be nights where there are topics set, but if I'm not just feeling it, then we can just do them at a later time anyway. But you guys come here for the quality conversation. You come for me. You come for the big draw. As Gray pointed out, MSK is the top G for a reason, and Marvel is doing some interesting things right now. Their comic books.
Are they Rizmaster?
Brave. This is the Brave New World. There's a reason why the movie was called Brave New World. This is the new world we're living in. And Trump's going to hopefully make it better for all of us. You know, see,
We shall see. Yeah.
but keep in mind, food prices. Well, have they not gone down yet? You know, it's gonna take time, people. Just like me having
Fucking
sex with a
magnets.
girl.
How do they work? No. You ever seen that stupid music video?
Oh, it's great. It reminds me
God.
of MSK every time.
You know, quality content. You see, that's the motto of the channel: quantity over quality in a consistent short time frame. That's why you guys come here. You get the best content on YouTube by far. You know, there's no one that comes close to the amount of effort I put into my content that everyone else just fucking fails at. No, I'm kidding. There's people need to keep in mind with YouTube. There's so many channels that honestly do great work out there. So you can find great channels out there, but you will have every need met. But I'm the one who will satisfy you the most compared to everyone else. So
MSK, you might not want to advertise that there's other channels available on
Yeah.
YouTube because I'm just saying.
Yeah, just invite people and be like, you can't post any of your stuff or where you're from. We don't do that around here. Like,
this is the quantity content channel. True. More quantity in a shorter time frame. See, those are the models we want to work here to make sure we're achieving all of our quotas here. You know, just like the big companies have quotas, we have quotas too. You know, all that matters is getting out the content. You know, smaller creators literally think that, oh, well, if I just edit this video better, it'll just bring more people in. No, it's not how that works. Literally, from people who knew who I was.
Sometimes that's how it works.
Sometimes. But from the bigger YouTube channel that I had a long time ago, where I was famous on, I didn't do a whole lot of editing. I just booted up OBS and hit record and start talking. I had a lot of subs. I had no proper editing in those videos. You know, I did the same shit I'm doing here.
Any video I've tried to do, like the more editing, I felt like the more effort I put into the editing part of it, like
it doesn't even change the outcome of the views. Yeah, it doesn't change. You either get the same or you get
I
a
just
little
want to
bit
hear
less.
what you want to say about the damn thing. And it's like, okay, I'll just do that. I'll just record what I want to say about it and just put my intro and then that. And I'm like, it gets the same amount, if not more, than I would have if I spent time doing little transitions and trying to cut shit up. It's like, who cares? Like, if people are going to watch you, they're going to watch you. If they don't want to watch it, you don't have to watch it.
With that Last Jedi video I did with Strider, and it got literally the same amount of views, if not less or more. And that video is like an hour plus long with trailer edits in there, moving backgrounds with images that appear on the screen. You know, that didn't really do any better. I literally edited the entire thing perfectly fine as those videos should be edited. Nothing. You know, where on my comic book channel, I just did a video talking about how stupid Mark Waid is for his brain falling apart, and it got triple the views that the Star Wars one did. I can just show you.
But the iron is hot on that one. Your Last Jedi video or whatever. First off, you filmed it like over a year ago.
No,
and then
3 years
the movie's
ago.
from like 15 years ago. I mean, come on, man.
Like, I literally did maybe like a video talking about DC Comics selling some of their floppies at Dollar Tree, triple the views of that. You know, most of my comic book channel videos do like triple the views of this channel. But keep in mind, I'm not here for views. I legit don't give a fuck. But it's like people say, if you put more editing in, it'll get more. It literally won't. It literally won't. Doesn't change shit, honestly. The only reason why those videos can do better on bigger channels is because those channels already have if you have a big audience, the videos you do like that will do better because you already have a big audience. So doing those videos for like people like us mean nothing. We don't have a big audience. We have the scraps as YouTube gives us. That's what we get. You know, like you said, you try to do that shit and it was like, you just did the same video. We just get the same amount of views anyway. It's not gaining nor lessening the people that are here. You know, so
yeah. From what I've heard, like once you get around like say 1,000 subs or so or more, like once you get there, then your channel can exponentially grow slightly better because you'll have more natural views. Or I mean, like look at someone like Kata, like he was sitting around 2,000 to 3,000. He was sitting around 2,000 to 3,000 for a while there, and then he just because he's getting more consistently, you know, thousands of people that watch his stuff.
I've seen that too.
One of them finally kicks off. Like,
where do you guys think I found Arza? A lot of the people that You See Me Fine, they don't got all that editing shit. Like that's just a myth that people say. Oh, if you just edit your videos like this is high quality, then it'll just do. No, it won't. It's just not true.
I just do a simple thumbnail. I do my little 10-second intro, so it's not a huge intro, so people don't gotta like sit around for a minute to watch your bullshit. And then it's just like right to my review or whatever. And it's like it does just as well as when I've tried to put like fancier edited stuff.
Literally, you need a
like,
decent, attractive thumbnail. You need the most things you need besides editing. You need a decent, attractive thumbnail and a catchy title, and then audio, and then your good audio quality. And you're good to go, honestly.
Pretty much, yeah.
You know, all that editing is just a waste of fucking time. And the only reason why bigger content creators can do it, like Nerdrotic doesn't do editing. There's a person for that. Most of you guys have editors. They're not even doing the editing.
Yeah,
themselves.
when they get that big, it's like, yeah, they literally pay his people to do it.
Eric July's had an editor since 2014. He hasn't edited a video in his entire life. Probably when he first started doing content, but not now, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, people like those. I've never see the thing is I don't have a problem with thumbnails anymore. Ever since V got me Photoshop, I've never had a problem with thumbnails. Thumbnails always are very, very clicked on. Like the impressions through click-through rate. Photoshop is what people need for thumbnails. I'll definitely recommend that. You can have Canva. I have Canva too. Canva, Photoshop. Those are the best ones by far.
Yeah, just use Canva. It's quick, and then like I don't got to learn anything all crazy. Like there's a lot of tools that just kind of do a lot of the stuff you want. It's like clipping out images to move them around, and like instead of like the background remover tool, I'm like, that's the most useful thing. You don't got to sit there and click around it to take the thing out.
For Photoshop, you do the snake. Sometimes if I don't want to do it, I'll just take the actual thing and put it in the thumbnail, so I don't have to mess with it. It just depends on how I feel to get it out faster.
They got AI editors now in Photoshop. It's awesome.
They do?
Maybe you don't have the
not my version. But, not my version. No.
Yeah. You don't have to use the magic wand and snake all around it. It does it. No.
Oh, fuck. That would be. Oh man, dude, send me that version.
Oh, it's so good. Every once in a while, you got to like just add a little bit more back to it.
Dude, that would save so much time if I could have that. Oh my god. Oh Lord. But yeah, since the videos get better impressions through click-through rate on Photoshop, I'll even spend the extra time doing the thumbnail, and they're the reason why they look the way they do. I always get very good retention rate with those thumbnails. That's the reason why sometimes I'm even picky on the words that I'll have on the thumbnail, how it looks to you. If it looks too jarring, it's not going to be very good. It has to be the style that I like. That's what people watch. You know, you can always download the latest bootleg version. Yeah. I'll try to have James get that for me, because oh my god, that fucking wand thing it's not that it's hard to use. It's just kind of like, how would I say this? It's like a thing you have to kind of go out of your way to use for. It's a decent result. It's fine. It's just, if there's a way to not use it, man. Please tell me.
Magic lasso tool is great.
My magic lasso had this girl on her knees and blowing her load last night.
I don't know that was a girl. Also, not sure it was magic. I'm pretty sure that was kidnapping.
Oh, I think you're trying to incriminate me, sir.
Nope.
You've incriminated yourself.
Oh, yeah, true. Well, expect some more quality content out of me, guys. That's the motto here. Quality content in a shorter time frame as our goal for 2025. And we are definitely, actually doing our goal, actually pursuing our goal. And that's what I want at the end of the year. Making sure that, hey, at the end of the year, as long as I achieve that goal, I'm cool with anything else that has happened. The comic book channel is literally 1 subscriber away from hitting 150 subs. So that's awesome. My only goal for that channel is just 100 subs anyway. So anything after 100 is good by me. So
okay, I'll unsub.
Damn it, fuck. With big packages. Oh, I love big packages. I love when the mail guy delivers the big package in my mailbox.
You're loose mailbox. No, we got you, man.
All right. So thank you guys for checking out this episode of the MSK Show. Tomorrow, I actually have a pretty decently... Oh, God. Tomorrow's guest is going to be awesome. I'm talking about comic books with him. So I have a one-on-one at 5. And I know he can talk, so it won't be. I have a problem with that.
So it'll be over by 5:02.
Damn. So tomorrow, hopefully So before that happens, hopefully League Stream, permitting my internet allows it. So League Stream, hopefully, one-on-one, Cloud9 podcast, MSK show with Laps Friday, Saturday with the panel show, then with the Cloud9 podcast again on Sunday. So those are shows planned for the week, actually. So yeah, thank you guys for checking out this episode of the MSK show. We'll see you guys later. Have a good night, buddy.